real G's gotta fill us. No middleman shit, nah, we the dealers. Grew up a convict like Akon. In the kitchen whipping, getting my bacon. But fuck jail before we go, they gon' have to kill us. No middleman shit, nah, we the dealers. He came home with blood in his hands, he's a changed man. And now we can't sleep at night. I got cream for 16, you can't beat that price. Remember Benny with them old schools and freaked out bikes. I'm on the phone with my fam in the pen. Stay up, gave him 10 years just for sticking banks up. Fresh from my shirt to my shoes, you know pimpin's in their ear trying to get her to choose. I'm out of state feeling like a fucking million or two. New life, wrist covered in new ice. I'm too nice, polo peacoat, fire weed to smoke. Z's got me all tired, got me speaking slow. All I see is death, so I value every breath I take and clean up every mess I make. State to state, all the D-boys gotta fill us. No middleman shit, nah, we the dealers. Gone. Money slow, but I stay strong. Militant minded, spitting out napalm. State to state, all the real G's gotta fill us. No middleman shit, nah, we the dealers. Grew up a convict like Akon. In the kitchen whipping, getting my bacon. But fuck jail before we go, they gon' have to kill us. No middleman shit, nah, we the dealers. We the realists. Riding in a car full of killers. You ain't done what we done. You don't get it like this. You ain't from where I'm from. I'm from the home of coke killers, pimping and bums. I'm from the home of young ones that'll shoot up your ride over nothing. This bow got them losing their mind. The thoughts of suicide got them crying alone. He took his life on his own. And fuck time, I'd rather die before we go. They gon' have to kill us. 6 deep with 7 guns. Went from a key and 10 P's to 7 tons. Back on the road, a new load. My second run in 2 weeks. I gave the 2-seater new feet. And got the swimming pool looking like a new beach. Bad bitches blowing good without a thing on. From the bottom to the top, it didn't take long. The weight's gone. Money slow, but I stay strong. Militant minded, spitting out napalm. State to state, all the real G's gotta fill us. No middleman shit, nah, we the dealers. Grew up a convict like Akon. In the kitchen whipping, getting my bacon. But fuck jail before we go, they gon' have to kill us. No middleman shit, nah, we the dealers.
I could never change, nigga, it's in my family tree. My cousin had the line and passed it down to me. First time I seen big money was Big Lee. Nigga, I bought 2, but he fronted me 3. 16 and I'm trying to see a whole key. Tried to go to school, but nigga just wasn't for me. Therefore I learned everything I know on these streets. Rain, hail, sleep, I was outside. Son of a dope fiend, but never lost my pride. Real killer, you can see it in the nigga eyes. If we doing bad, we coming for the pies. Fuck the middleman, cause nigga, we the wise guys. I can get you the shit that I had ass fly high. Suck in the kitchen, cause I'm addicted to pitching. Try to tell him I'm a hustler, but they didn't listen. He ain't pay up, so now his ass missing.
Till the weight's gone. Money slow, but I stay strong. Militant minded, spitting out napalm. State to state, all the real G's gotta fill us. No middleman shit, nah, we the dealers. Grew up a convict like Akon. In the kitchen whipping, getting my bacon. But fuck jail before we go, they gon' have to kill us. No middleman shit, nah, we the dealers.
If you broke, how? It's a million ways to try. On point, cause it's a million ways to die. Thinking you ain't gotta work is a dangerous lie. It's like 1 in a million. If you broke, how? It's a million ways to try. On point, cause it's a million ways to die. Thinking you ain't gotta work is a dangerous lie. It's like 1 in a million. Yeah. No fuck shit tolerated around me. Keep the bullshit moderated around me. Seeing shit for what it is, cause I can see. Gotta work for it, cause nothing come for free. Never do no complaining and maintaining. First floor, no hibachi top raiment. It's a couple famous stars that I came in. A couple athletes in sports I'm not naming. Put in my work and get my compensation. Rap icon, I'm in the conversation. Stunning ovation, achieve my goals. No tax was added, but dreams were sold. Always knew I couldn't sit on my ass. I gotta pay for shit and I don't wanna dig in the stash. Women always hollering what the niggas with cash. But take a look inside their purse, it don't be shit in the bag. If you broke, how? It's a million ways to try. On point, cause it's a million ways to die. Thinking you ain't gotta work is a dangerous lie. It's like 1 in a million. If you broke, how? It's a million ways to try. On point, cause it's a million ways to die. Thinking you ain't gotta work is a dangerous lie. It's like 1 in a million.
Been about my paper, keep out the wound season, call me flavor. In love with the life, it's a million ways to die. But broke, never will I, never will I, never will I be. I grind to stay free, hustle to stay me. Ice cold, one track mind. The streets is mine.
Bro, it's that time of day, bro. Fuck, let's go. Good morning. Man, dude. I'm fucking hype. I'm not hype. I'm so fucking high, though. Bought a new bubbler. I deserve it. And it, dude, it got me, like, really stoned. I'm, like, too high. I'm kind of dizzy. Excuse me. Like I am. It's like that, and this weed is strong as fuck. I made a mistake. But welcome to the Bacon Social Club. Hope you guys are having a good morning, whoever is watching, lurking, jerking off in the corner. Welcome. What's going down today? Man, dude, I really don't want to fucking talk about Phil. I do, but I don't. No, it's funny, dude. I guess this is like the only interesting thing going on with him right now. And he's just going fucking insane, finally. Like, finally, I think he's actually, like, I don't know, publicly showing us his mental fucking breakdown. Like, fully, dude. He's been, like, drinking and fucking rogging out and shit to cope. But now it's like, nah, dude. Phil really needs to take a fucking break off the internet. And then we got Cyraxx, bro. Those fucking trolls, dude. They bricked another Xbox. And they used that one skanky bitch, Cassandra, to do it. So I guess they're still using her to pretend to be that fucker's girlfriend. But it's great because little bitches like Cyraxx don't deserve nice things. And it's annoying people give him shit. You know what I mean? And then I wanted to watch MikeyNohMore's video, bro. So, like, yeah, I'm just kicking my fucking feet up, bro. We gonna watch a bunch of fucking junk. That was such a fake fucking laugh, bro. All right, let's get into it.
So, as you all know, last week I did a random one-off stream where I said I was going nuclear, okay? And basically what I did is I created Detractor Inception, where there was a Wings of Redemption Detractor video that LTG...
He lost his mind. He done lost his motherfucking mind. That's all I can say about it.
The streamer reacted to.
Again, and then be eloquent about it, you know?
To the Detractor video of that LTG reaction. So it was a reaction to a reaction to a reaction of...
Yo, Max, it's good to see you, homeboy. Thanks for being a member, man. I appreciate it.
A Detractor video of a Detractor video. Inception.
Sure. What the fuck?
Okay. So I did this stream, this one-off stream, as an experiment. We're not going to get into it again because I've already explained why I did it, how it was successful for me, that it was a successful experiment in every way, shape, and form. Everything that I expected to happen happened to a T, like clockwork.
Oh my God,
so predictable and gullible on the internet, and I control.
Don't forget this. I said this the other day about our boy Phil, bro. Like, this isn't new. Him doing this, it was a trick the whole time. But it used to be limited to him and the detractors, you know what I'm saying? Like, he would do a thing, and if he looked stupid doing it, like in our, bro, back in the good old days, when this was still a self-contained fucking universe, you know what I'm saying? If Phil would sit here and go, I was tricking them the whole time. I did this thing to see if the detractors would ape out about it, and they did. But, like, now it's global, you know what I'm saying? Trying to do this shit, but to everybody, bro. It's fucking crazy. And it's more frequent. You know, I thought the King Snake shit was so fucking, like, beyond the pale of stupidity for Phil. Like, fucking embarrassing. I was embarrassed for him, and I don't fucking like this nigga, right? And he fucking sat here, did it again the other day. Now he's doing it again. He had lost his fucking mind, you know? And then we should go, what the fuck is wrong with Phil? If you know our Uncle Phil, you know what I'm saying? It's like, well, bro, I already know what it can be. His fucking, the reality of the real world is clashing with, you know, his shit he got going on the internet. It's getting too real, you know? Like, think about it. Phil in his most private moment, I don't give a shit how unaware of a retard he is. I know he sat there and went, I had the biggest streamer give me some rub and it wore off. Like, you know, like he thinks he's entitled, bro, to like leech off everything and everyone. And because he's him, he should just like incrementally fucking increase in monetary value and importance for forever because he talked to Asmongold. You know what I'm saying? That should be a permanent RPG buff. Fuck no. Fuck him, dude. Fuck this motherfucker.
Told them all like the puppet master I am. At any moment, I can make anyone do whatever I want.
What a weird thing
What up, Sea Monkey?
to say.
Okay, that's just fact. Sorry if you say, oh, it's narcissistic. It's fact. I mean, you can say that it's narcissistic, but it's true. Okay, I've proven it now. So anyway, what ended up happening was a couple days ago.
See? And that's why, like, therapy will never help a motherfucker like Phil, bro. Okay? Like, The Sopranos showed us this shit. These motherfucking narcissists, instead of, they don't learn and, you know what I'm saying, reflect and change. They just sit here and absorb that shit to fucking put it in their pocket to be better narcissists. This motherfucker calling other people narcissistic. Like, what? Phil didn't know what the fucking word meant until it was driven into his head over this last year and a half, bro. You know what I'm saying? He trying to act like he fucking like one of us or some shit. Like he got fucking common
Keemstar
sense.
decided to stick his nose into the business of what was going on. For those who aren't aware, Keemstar made a X post 2 days ago. All right. And here's how it went. Let's set up the stream of a lifetime. Low tier god, which I don't even think that's correct because it didn't tag him for some reason. They call me DSP and
you know Keemstar was just full of shit. You know he was just like kind of trolling.
Wings of
bro.
Redemption.
Wasn't a
$1,000
serious
each appearance
offer.
fee on Valkal Live. And I don't know if he's even spoken about this after the fact because I don't follow the guy. I only knew about this because someone sent it to me. I have him blocked, so I don't have to deal with this man anymore. But I only knew because someone had sent it to me directly. And I was like, oh, that's interesting.
Shut
Yeah,
up.
He would even, bring me
You
up.
see
I
how
thought that
Phil
was done.
acts,
We're not
bro? He acts like he actually has like a network of motherfuckers that be helping him do shit. It's like this fucker just scrolled on Twitter and saw like a big like fucking slop account post this shit. You know what I mean? Like that yeet dude on X.
And I made it abundantly
No one
clear,
sent him this.
things I wouldn't.
He was fucking sitting here doom scrolling at 2 a.m. and saw this shit.
would
bro.
not get involved in and that I have no
So
interest
full of
with
shit.
Valkal Live, right? I think we all know this at this point, right? So he made this post, and I did respond to it. I said, you can't see it here because, because I have him blocked. I guess I could click there. Oh, there you go. This has got to be a joke. No one is wasting time for chump change like that. Laughing out loud. And that's just very true.
He posted
no
this at 2
exaggeration.
a.m. He did. Oh my God, he did post this. Like he's fucking weird.
If
bro.
you actually want to do a giant drama
Fucking
show and you
Phil.
want to get these guys together that have never all been together before, talking to each other about this drama and lolcow shit, that's not a lot at all whatsoever, to be quite frank.
Give me monies.
Especially for someone like me who has absolutely no desire to be involved in lolcow Live and have never wanted to be. I made that abundantly clear. $1,000 is absolutely nothing whatsoever. All right? That's not even enough to buy my monitor. Right here. It's not. Okay? With tax, this monitor, that's, So,
Oh my
it's
God.
not-
I hate him so fucking much. He thinks he's so special because he bought expensive shit. You know what I mean? My setup's still more expensive and better than his. It's just like, I ain't sitting here showing motherfuckers this. And every day I go on stream, I ain't sitting here going like, both of my monitors, this one and my third one, both of them together is your fucking paycheck. Yeah, I bought them both at the same time. Uh-huh. Like, he's so fucking greasy,
you
bro.
got to go do better than that. If you're going to try to
Greasy
get
little
three guys
fucking
together who've
butthole.
never,
Dude,
ever had a
he
crossover
is.
before. Now, to be quite frank, It never would work anyway.
$1,000 isn't
because
nothing.
LTG is outright.
You hear him? $1,000 ain't nothing. But then, bro, this fucker be sweating bullets. He don't make like $50 a stream and
Said,
shit.
I'm not going to do anything.
It's $150 now because he always got pushed to fucking goalposts.
Anything with DSP unless it involves $5,000 or more. I mean, who even knows what the current number is? Because first it was $5,000. Then it was I had to do squats and bench presses. Then it was $10,000 and $50,000. I don't think the guy even remembers what he said because he moves the goalpost so often. Okay,
he's projecting
but
so hard.
LTG's definitely not going to do anything for $1,000. Like, I don't think so. He's no way. That's never going to happen. So. That's what
Phil,
happened
you have a brain cell in your head? That's crazy.
Well, Phil, why are you bringing this up now? Well, because
it's kind of like Keemstar's trolling
I
you.
I didn't.
And
like, you know me, I don't usually bring this stuff up. I don't really care. Like, I don't give a shit about that. That's just, it's nothing. That's a waste of time to even bring it up on my content. Well, yesterday on stream, Wings of Redemption brought it up.
He's crazy.
But he didn't just bring it up. He brought it up, and apparently, he blames everything on me. He's saying that I cost him money again. This is not the first time he said this.
That's funny
He's
as
saying
shit.
I cost him money, and he's whining about it on his stream. And I was like, I don't believe that. I think that that's probably out of context.
I gotta see
and then
if that actually
was sent
happened.
the clip,
That's
and
funny,
I watched
bro.
it. Let's watch it together, shall we? Here it is, straight from Wings of Redemption stream.
Wings would say some shit
Although,
like that.
admittedly, this is a clip
Cost
from a
me
detractor video,
cost
but
me
it is
some
a clip
money.
straight from his stream. It's not even edited or anything. It's just like, abridged. So here we go. Here's what he had to say. Ready?
No, did you? DSP cost me another $1,000.
I think he's joking too.
Really? How?
Keemstar wants to get me, Low Tier God, and DSP on like a one-time podcast, and we each got a $1,000 appearance fee.
That would have been easy money, bro.
So I'm like,
Holy
fuck yeah, I got land taxes coming up. Let's do this. And then Phil's
Right?
like, no.
The taxes, dude.
What did he
Fucking
say?
Trump wants his piece.
Yeah, he wants more.
I mean,
I'm going to let it keep going. Okay, but
there's people here, by the way.
Whoa! I peeked the corner and I seen the movement. I shot at the movement. It was his fucking partner.
I'm
down.
pretty sure he talks about
Dog,
it again.
I ain't trying to look a gift horse in the mouse. $1,000 for 2 hours of my time is more than enough. No reasonable person accepts less unless they're like a major movie star that's like, your time is way, way valuable.
Inbound, get clear.
Dog, these motherfuckers shoot out fucking artillery strikes like they.
I think that might be it.
God, dude. Phil's
Holy
background music is on fucking
Inbound, get
terrible.
clear.
Dog, these motherfuckers.
This guy
shoot
has
out
no
fucking
fucking
artillery strikes
style
like
at
their
all,
mama's pussy is
bro.
the
Oh.
Holy Grail.
Still crawling with hostile.
God, it's such a fucking sin to
that's it.
humanity, dude.
Is DSP really using Ozempic?
Is I didn't hear that yet.
That's
Is
funny.
DSP using Ozempic?
Bro, I bet he is. I bet he be fucking stealing cats.
No,
Ozempic
it's called
and
hard
shit.
work, dedication,
Like, literally,
discipline.
Bro, get the fuck out of here. I totally see Phil doing some scumbag shit because his ego got that hurt. There's people making fun of his man tits and shit like that, right? He sits here, bro, and Cat's like, Phil, have you seen my injection? I need to take my shot. I can't find it anywhere. Phil's like, I don't know. Oh, no, where it is. You know what I'm saying? And he sits there and fucking just fucking puts that shit in his butt real quick, dude. Like, Phil's dirty as shit like that. He would do someone dirty like that.
All right, I shouldn't say it.
Cat needs that
Anyway,
medicine. He's taking it for himself.
Anyway, so in regards to what Wings of Redemption just said, all right? So he says, basically, I cost him $1,000 because I want more money to do this appearance, okay? Like, and he's upset because he has land taxes. And this would have been a great money he could have put towards his land taxes. For those who don't know, apparently he says he's place that he lives in,
bro.
this
Phil sucks at reacting to things, dude. It's like, we saw what happened, right? And then he pauses to tell you what exactly happened in front of everybody's fucking face. Like, he doesn't have any original fucking shit going on in his brain.
modular home he lives
like,
in
ever, bro.
is 100% paid
It's
off.
kind of crazy.
He doesn't have a mortgage on it,
for being like
but he still has to pay
45,
taxes
almost 45 years
for
old.
it, for owning the land, okay? And I guess his tax bill is coming up, and this is what he wanted. He wanted the money
He's like a
to
robot.
pay his taxes.
This is what
so now
AI
he's upset
does.
with me because
Like, you know when you go into a chat room on YouTube and shit, and the little AI goes, yeah, right now, somebody's talking about how this fucking stupid asshole on the screen is like a robot.
You know, I'm
All
going
right,
to do
I
the
need to
show.
stop.
Now,
I'm
here's
too
the
high.
thing.
I told y'all I got like
It's
way
so
too
funny.
high this morning, bro.
He's saying this on his stream, even if he is
I
upset.
got reckless.
Right? Why is he saying this publicly on his stream? Venting on his stream. You know this is going to cause drama. You know that this is basically going to get people to react and talk about it, notably your detractors. This is from a detractor highlight video. So why would you bring it up? Even if you're mad that I cost you $1,000, why would you say it publicly? And this is exactly what I keep telling you guys. This is the major problem with Wings is he doesn't have a filter on his mouth. He doesn't know what to say and not to say publicly.
Oh my
so
God.
So immediately, this is something that should have never happened and been said on his stream. Even if he really felt it, keep it to yourself. Don't cause drama. He can't stop himself.
Shut the fuck up.
He cheered again.
Hey, shut the fuck up. You have no right. It should be against the law for people like Phil to ever talk shit about anyone on the internet. Like to give anyone advice, anything.
He was the head of the FTC.
It should be a crime, like pretending to be a police officer.
Congress are gonna fine you $42,000.
Fuck him, man.
Stop it. Why are people such fucking drama queens?
Okay? Now, allow me to explain what I think about this situation. Okay? First off, I didn't cost him $1,000. Let's really take a look at this situation. First off, I didn't say I want more money. Did I? Did you see all the tweet? Did I say, man, I would be on this show if Keemstar would just pay me more money? I never said that. I have no interest on being on Loud Cow Live in any way, shape, or form for any reason. I just don't want anything to do with that show or that universe, as they deem it, right? The Loud Cow universe, LCU, or whatever it's called. I'm not part of it. I never will be part of it, and I want nothing to do with it, period. That's why I have Keemstar blocked, so I don't have to see his nonsense. You understand? So it's not that I want more money. I would never do it anyway, okay? It's not that I'm greedy. It's that I have no interest in doing this Loud Cow content. So that's number one. Outright lie and misconception on his stream. He's saying, I'm greedy, I want more money. No, that's not the case. I don't want to do it, ever. I have no desire to do it. That's number one. Number two, Wing says, I cost him $1,000. No, I did not. Okay, are you ready for this? Why was there a $1,000 offer on the table? Was it because of Wings of Redemption? No. Was it because of LTG? No. Was it because of Darkside Phil? Yes. That's why there was a $1,000 offer on the table. I
Oh my
was the
God,
one
dude.
who made the stream last week.
This
that was
dude
reacting
is sick.
to a detractor
He's
video,
so
to reacting
sick.
to a reaction, to reacting to a
He's so
detractor video.
mentally ill,
I was the one
bro.
who set that up. I was the one who broadcast it. I was the one who set the wheels in
It's
motion.
almost not
I'm
funny
the one
anymore.
who seems to have this crazy vortex moving around me at all times. That if I sneeze, if I fart, if I pick my nose, it's world
I'm
news.
the one.
Don't ask me
This
why,
dude,
because
he
I
did
don't
it. He
understand
did the
it.
thing.
But it just seems to be the case. The only reason that there is even an offer about doing a podcast appearance for any amount of money is because of me and my actions last week. Me.
You could argue that that's just false, right? Because Keemstar sat here and just picked up a bunch of other losers off the ground and used them instead. That's crazy. Phil thinks he actually is like that important. And that's what sucks. Some of it's kind of our fault. Right? That like Keemstar wanted to even get Phil included in that shit, and Phil like feels this sense of fucking entitlement for himself.
Not because of you
He
sitting
thinks he's
there
a
playing
product.
Battlefield 6 for the millionth time, coughing with bronchitis. That didn't do anything for yourself, right? It was me taking action that made this offer possible for everyone. And as they say, the king giveth and the king taketh away.
That's funny as shit, bro.
If I created the situation, I can also shut it down at a moment's notice because I'm the one who made it. I'm in control of the situation. Get it?
I mean, Keemstar's the one that kind of just made the offer, right? Just cause. Like,
So when you say
oh my
I
God,
cost you
this dude's fucking
$1,000, no, I
crazy.
didn't. That $1,000 didn't exist until I did something. So if I then decide I don't want to do something, I can also have that power, and you like it. There's nothing you can do about it. Bitching on the stream, that's not your money to begin with. That's my money, because I created it.
Greed is massively strong.
He didn't just say that. He didn't just say that, right? Like I went crazy a long time ago, so I'm not even gonna say that anymore. Like, did I take my pills last night? What the fuck's going on? He didn't just say that. It's my money. Like, what the fuck? What the fuck, man? I might have to watch DSP. Like, oh man, damn it. This is why I said I'm semi-retired, because I can always unretire for a week.
And
know?
I was not expecting to see you here. Thought you were, retired.
I don't know, man. If these writers are fucking cooking, I'm gonna have to get back on Phil's ass for a week, dude.
I'm the one that all this shit focuses around.
Fuck.
This is why
I might watch this stupid assholes podcast behind the scenes.
Keemstar has this hyper focus on me is because he can't ever get to work with me because I refuse. That's why I'm in demand.
But fuck, I'll
Wings,
begrudgingly put
you
on my
already
cape
went on
and
Loud
cow,
How
I
Loud.
guess.
You're
God
old
damn
news. You've already been there, done that, right? And you claim that you made
This is
doctor
good.
money.
He's going
when
so
you were on
fucking
Loud How
crazy,
Live. He
dude.
actually said this. I was making the same amount of money as a doctor when I was on that show. Good for you. Because as I've already stated in the interview with this man back in October, that's something I could never do. I could never degrade myself. I could never get down and dirty and do this stupid prank crap, dressing up like the opposite political party and going to a rally, drinking piss out of bottles.
Come on, do you really think Boogie actually drunk piss out of a bottle? Right? This is embarrassing. This is bad, even for Wings. I think that actually depressed Wings and made him go like, I don't want to do this stupid scripted shit. You know what I mean? Like, like imagine it. Like out of all the locales, I fucking hate Wings, bro. He's a fucking bitch. But he's like aware of his lot in life, kinda, and who he is to a degree, bro. Sometimes that's what you gotta do. Like, or you gotta like grow up, right? Mature, just be like, this is who the fuck I am.
Covering myself in Wendy's chili.
But like ultimately that's content. That is fucking content. Going to political rallies and fucking agitating people and just fucking being a clown. That's it. I don't know what to tell you, Phil. That it's called being an entertainer. That's why, like, I don't mind looking like a fucking asshole sometimes. I sound like a fucking asshole. I don't care. 2 people get a chuckle, I chuckle my damn self. That's all that's important. It's about fucking just being an entertainer. Fucking a gesture, bitch. Play your fucking
drinking
role,
piss out
man,
of bottles, covering myself in
Like, he thinks he's some fucking proper, uppity, white-collar, fucking scholarly. Oh man. Like, just, he thinks he's like the Dumbledore of YouTube, essentially, bro. Like, he's sitting here like, hey, Harry, how's it going? Hey, you. Hey, guys, time for fucking class. And he begs for fucking money.
Wendy's
he
chili.
sucks. It's like I've been hammering home. This dude is he's nothing. It's his fault. But he has no identity of his own, bro. It's fucking crazy how you could talk shit. I hate fucking Keemstar's LCU and all that bullshit. Like, I've been fucking spurging about that shit for years. I'm not beating that horse again. But, like, it's entertaining to somebody. And Phil doesn't understand that. It's entertaining enough that a bunch of retards shout. Dude, that show makes a lot of fucking money. It would actually piss you fuck off if you knew.
Never do that.
Right?
I have
Like Kino Casino, they sit there, they make a lot of fucking money, bro. Fucking, there's money out there. If you're fucking willing to put in the goddamn work and not have a big ass fucking ego and shit all the time.
Like, I could not degrade myself to that point. I would absolutely hate myself and the content that I put out.
Then it's like,
100%.
don't do it and shut the fuck up.
So I would never do
about
that.
it.
You did. You apparently swallowed all your pride and said, I'm just going to do it to make bank. Good for you. I'm never going to hate on you for that, because that's something that I guess you could be proud of, that you have that level of control and or you just don't care about self-respect enough that you would make money for your family. You did good for your family, correct? You said you made doctor money for the 1 to 2 years you were on the show.
But this guy, Mr. Self-Respect here, showing us his underwear, jigging like a fucking monkey in front of the camera just because Fat Boy told him so, told him to do it. Bro, it's funny. Kino Casino told Phil to jump, and he said, how high? How high and how many fucking jumps do you want? Do you want a leap or do you want a full-on fucking touch the ceiling kind of jump? Right? Fucking letting strangers, bro. Actual bums, dude. Sit here and make fun of your wife. I got to make fun of your wife. He just sits here and takes it like the little bitch cuck he is, dude. Right? Sitting here begging for fucking money. This guy has no control over his fucking life. Who is he to talk to anyone else in this manner? This is fucking appalling, bro.
Why are you crying on stream about me costing you $1,000? You have doctor money to pay your land taxes, dude.
Says the fucking guy. Oh my god, bro. I hate this so fucking much. He makes me sick.
How
bro.
is this a bitch fest about DSP costing you $1,000? You should have bank. Where did the money go?
What happened to the Vestreak money? It went to pay for stuff.
I know, this is
genius.
fucking, this is
Bills,
rich, dude.
Back
Holy fuck.
taxes. Like, it paid for a tremendous amount of things around here. What do you think it did? Oh my god, people are so dumb.
Can you believe these were better times? Just all around, bro. I swear, these were just like funnier fucking times. Trying to fucking poking the holes in all Phil's little eyes, bro. Ooh. Where'd the money
Wings,
go,
serious
Phil?
question. Where did the money go? If you desperately need $1,000 to pay your land taxes, you really want a disappearance for it for 2 hours of work, why do you need that money? You did this horrible...
Why do you need $150 fucking dollars a stream, bro? Minimum. Why? Why do you have to ask for support at all? Why can't you just show up and do your fucking job, Phil?
Thing for 2 years that now you even say to this day that you didn't enjoy it all. You did it only for the money. You don't want to ever go back because it was such a horrible experience, you know? Fat camp ruined your life and made you force eat for like a year now.
Bro, you're so stupid. He's so fucking dumb. There's a difference between a fat, lazy bum having to exercise and shit, right? And just like sitting and shooting the shit over webcam, Phil, and just getting $1,000. You idiot.
Now, that's why you gained over 40 pounds, right? Why do you need $1,000 all of a sudden? And why is it my fault? And why is my name in your mouth? How about this, Wings? And I'm not trying to hate on the guy at all. How about this? Instead of bitching about DSP cost you $1,000, how about
He's so
for
bad
once in your
at
life, you sit
talking
down and you
shit.
think hard, not with that group of enablers and butt kissers and little giggling fools that you play Battlefield with who don't know shit. Because all they do is feed you crap in your ear. Like I said, they're like worm tongue in Lord of the Rings. They say things to try to get you upset and not like me and other people, okay? Instead of that, how about...
Bro, as you sit here, they say things to you to make you not like me and other people. This idiot says that as he actively is like fucking... I have to say this with air quotes because Phil is just horrible at it. As he sits here and talks shit about Wings, you know? Like I said, Phil talks in contradicting bro. He talks in
you
contradicting
actually brainstorm
fucking
for
words
yourself.
all the time.
You actually think of something to do, you do it, and you hit success, and you make $1,000 for yourself. That way, there's no one to bitch about they took the $1,000 away from you because you actually earned it.
You stupid fucking retard. If I sat here and was still making $1,000 and I had an offer to make an easy another $1,000 and you're the fucking reason why I don't just be able to make the easiest $1,000, I'm gonna blame you. It doesn't matter if I have $1,000 or fucking one, bitch. If I had an opportunity to make $1,000 and now I can't because you're being a fucking cocksuck, I'm gonna blame your ass. That's just fucking logic. What the fuck?
Did you ever think about that? So stop bitching about me on your streams. I didn't take $1,000 away. The 1,000 never existed. I didn't cost you $50K when the Lol Cow podcast was originally being discussed years ago. That $50K didn't exist. It never did. It was hinging on all of us agreeing to something I was never going to agree to because I had no interest in doing. So when you and Boogie sit there and bitch and whine, how about this? Instead of bitching and whining, get an idea in your head, use your intelligence, which you have. You're not dumb, but you're lazy. Think of an idea. Think of something interesting.
It's like he tells him this shit in the mirror. Like Phil says this shit to himself in the mirror when he wakes up. You're not dumb. You're just lazy. That's why your life sucks sometimes, Phil.
That will make you money and then do it.
It's
Stop
crazy.
blaming
It's crazy,
others for costing
bro.
you money. Earn it for yourself and leave my name out of
What
your mouth.
happened?
Okay. So that's all I have to say about that. Hopefully he learned his lesson. Oh, by
What-
the way, on the other side of the
What
internet,
happened,
we had
dude?
this going.
Like the writer's strike is over? Or are they back from Christmas break? Because what is happening, dude? The whole locale universe, dude, is kind of cracked right now, dude. It's funny as fuck. Everyone's losing their fucking minds.
Shout out to King of Rogs. This is a King of Rogs video about LTG.
He's in here shouting out LTG detractors and shit. This is fucking crazy. This is great. Do your own detractors next, Phil. Fuck. Watch some Chill Murray shit. Nah, that'd be funny as shit though.
Yeah, shit, I'm bugging at my heart.
What?
I'm letting all my feelings run down my back. These things they never leave me. The next series.
It's like
What the fuck?
He does all the time. Phil. That's exactly what Phil does when he sits there and plays games. He sits there and tries to sing to people. Oh my god. I needed fucking Phil to killed my high, kind of, bro. Dude, he be doing that, dog. He gives you headaches and he be killing your fucking high some days, dude. He's fucking crazy. He's losing his mind. Just plain and simple. I can't wait. This is great. This is so fucking great. I hope this little trend of him making like this little bitch baseline amount of money and him wigging out about shit, I hope it continues. You know what I'm saying? He's so desperate and thirsty. So thirsty to start some shit, bro. Fuck me. But all right, let's get into our boy Cyraxx. Homie, it's probably the third Xbox, I think, if I'm correct. I might be wrong. That got bricked by the trolls, dude. They be getting him kill sticks. The last time I saw a shit get bricked was a few months ago. Like last year, I think. Yeah. But yeah, they'll send this fucker a kill stick. And dude, dooper-doo, he just plugs it in. And of course, it fucks his shit up, bro. He freaks the fuck out. And I guess Homegirl probably had something to do with him getting this new shit, dude. Look at it. Look how happy he is. This shit, it disgusts me. This fucker, just cheesing like life is sweet. Like life's a fucking game, bro. Fuck this guy.
Making sure it was right, and I hope it's fucking right, because I don't know nothing about this. About this fucking shit.
Ooh. Damn, that just sliced right open like butter. Shit.
Exactly, Sea Monkey. That's what makes this shit crazy. You know what I mean? Like, he's watching all this shit. Just in general, he called all this shit slop and fucking immoral and bad. But you see how Phil is? You know what I mean? People like Phil just leave a trail of patterns of just like contradicting behavior and shit, dude. It's crazy as fuck.
Yeah, wait.
Yo, what up, Pelrel? Good to see you, man.
Okay, just in case in the future, whenever we get our own place, if you ever need like one of those industrial standard box cutter openers.
Oh, nice.
My ex-Heather, the one that actually lived here, kind of left this behind. I'm like, yes, I've been needing one of these. Thank you, bitch.
Oh my god, bro. He's so fucking happy. He's so happy. It's making me just mad.
Let's count this bad whale then.
I hate seeing Cyraxx smile, bro.
No, shut the fuck up. No way.
Is it right? Do you love it?
Let me see this. Oops.
Damn, bro. These dudes are good. So they sent him a fucking system. And it's gonna be all fucked up. That's cool.
Knock the light down. You were so excited.
I wasn't excited. I went to pull the box on that.
It works every single time, bro. They're always able to get his ass.
Come on. Work. We're good. We're back in business. Considering this one is old as shit, I can more than likely work with this. Let me see. Come on.
Got a good deal on it too, and I was like, yes. I just hope it's right, because I don't know. I was like tweaking, because I'm like, I hope it's right.
Let's see. Screen stuff. Ooh, this is actually. Ooh, this one's actually better than that one. Holy fuck! It's heavier too. Like it's definitely a lot. Like it's definitely weightier for sure. Oh my god! And it's actually got. And it's got force feedback. Yes. Fuck yes. Oh my fucking god, yes. Fuck yes.
Oh my god, I'm so excited. I was like, oh, it was right.
Welcome to the race world. Babe, I will teach you everything you need to know.
Oh my god, this is so
All I gotta say,
cringe,
though,
bro.
is you ready to put on the edge of your seat?
Cyraxx is so corny.
Like for me, I chose the number 23 because that was Bill's birthday was February or January 23rd. He's the one that got me into, you know, the car culture, the racing scene. So, and
This is corny as fuck. He's such a hillbilly.
hold on. I like it. I like it. So this gets Poogie into the back. I don't know why the fuck I have these. Well, I got a couple extra cords though for whatever.
There you go.
Plug this into the back. Oh, that actually feels fucking. Oh, and it's got the paddle shifters. Hell yes. That'll actually come in handy. Oh, fucking suction. Whoa, what the hell? Oh no. Oh.
What happened? What the fuck?
You done got again, bitch.
What the fuck just happened?
I don't know.
I'm freaking out.
Yo, she's
My
good,
shit
bro.
just fucking died.
She's good. I like this chick. I don't
Are
care,
you
bro.
fucking serious?
She's grown on me. She's a good actress. She's committed to the bit.
Are you fucking serious?
Someone give this chick a
I
fucking
don't blame you,
award,
baby. It's
bro.
not, honey, look at me. Look at me. Look at me, baby. It's not on you. Look at me. Honey. Come here. Come here. Come here, honey. Look at me. Come here. It's not on you, okay?
What the fuck?
It's not on you. Come here, honey. Come here, honey. It's okay.
Fuck, man.
Come here, baby. It's okay. Come here.
He's really hugging the
Look at me.
fucking camera.
Look at me, honey. It's not your fault, okay? It's not your fault. I'll let mom know what they did, okay?
What the fuck?
We'll figure this out, okay, baby? Don't be mad. Don't, look at
Ugh,
me.
it's so close to my face right now. It's uncomfortable.
Now we know why. Baby, look at me. Look at me. Well, we can work on getting me a new system, okay? That's not a problem, okay?
I like this chick, bro. She going hard on the bit.
It ruined everything.
Look at me, baby. Look at me. Look at me. It's okay. Baby, this can be replaced. Okay, this is replaceable. It's okay. We just gotta work on getting me a new one, that's all. Now we know why. Now we know what's going on. Okay? We can use this against them. It's okay.
It's like they're the ones
I'm
that
not
did
mad
it.
at you.
Bitch, who cares?
Okay?
He's gonna
Come
call
here.
the cops, I
Don't
bet.
be
Tell
upset,
him
honey.
about this shit, bro. Like, Cyraxx be that dude. He's gonna call Akron PD. Go, these trolls.
What?
Stay right back, okay?
They
baby?
sabotage the
I said,
device,
good
and that's
to see you. I'll be right back,
illegal.
okay? Don't be upset. It's okay, babe. Don't worry, all right? It's fine.
This is good. I bet you she have a fat old smile right now, bro. She hiding a fat shit eating grin. You hear the goblin just running up the stairs.
I'm gonna get Jason on the line real quick, okay? We're gonna get a long haul. Come here. It's okay, honey. Come here. Come here, baby girl. Come here. Come here, sweetie. Honestly, babe, I kind of figured they were going to do some shit like this. I had a feeling that this was going to happen eventually. It was bound to happen eventually.
He did on purpose.
I know. It's okay, honey. Come here. Come here, baby girl. I love you.
I love you too.
I tell you what, baby. Instead of being upset about this, let's talk to Jason. Let's talk to the guys. Let's figure out what they can do, because we now have undeniable evidence that they've screwed up. So what I'll do, baby, is I'll call the group chat with just me and you and Jason, and we'll figure some shit out. Okay, baby?
We'll figure out how I could get
Don't
a new
worry.
toy. This
We'll
fucking
figure this
dude's
out.
unbelievable.
Mm,
Ugh. I'm dead as fuck. Okay. But yeah, no, this happened last year. It did, bro. But yeah, this motherfucker. This is from the last time he got an Xbox break. He's fucking crazy, dude. All my locals are going insane, man. It's a good year.
Oh, you fucked up. Oh, you fucked up.
Oh, you fucked up now. You fucked up this time. Oh, Lord.
Oh, William. John. Southern.
This is so great. Oh, no, I for. But, all right, let's get into fucking... You guys know MikeyNohMore. Go sub to his channel if you haven't, dude. He makes dope fucking videos. I watched a few of them. He's the guy that made that documentary on Rich that he featured your boy in. That was pretty kind of him. But I like his content. Go give it a like. His video's an hour and a half. We're actually going to watch the whole fucking thing. I'm going to play Gishikin Squadra in the background, though, too. So, you already know. We're just kicking it. So, lay back. Kick your feet up. We're not going to be loud and spurgy for the rest of the stream, dude.
There's a saying.
But I hate the quartering. I hate him, bro. You guys know him. He pissed on the fucking carpet. He's just a straight up grifter. All his political content's garbage, bro. It's not even good grifting content either. He just sucks. And if you're a DSP person, he's a guy that did a really shitty fucking dude, if you think about it, it's the same kind of interview that like Asmongold did. And him, Jeremy and Asmongold, they're the same like archetype of weird fucking white grifter dude, you know? They're all dirty and fucking hairy and gross looking and shit. But yeah, dude, it's the same type of vibe, bro. Like, these dudes are just lazy fucking grifting pieces of shit. MikeyNohMore tore his ass up, it looks like.
If you do what you love, you'll never work a day in your life. But what if what you love
Yeah,
is reading
quartering
other people's
sucks,
articles
man.
in a camera for 10 minutes at a time, e-begging from your audience, and starting businesses that light up like the Notre Dame Cathedral the second you have to actually run them? Can you really still call what you're doing work at that point? Well, you would if your name was Jeremy Hambly, a.k.a. The Quartering. You know, the word grifter gets thrown around a lot these days. It's an overused catch-all term for anyone with a donation link or just a bad opinion. But we need to get back to the roots of the word, the classic definition. A con artist,
You ain't right for
a
that, bro.
shyster, someone who uses deceit to swindle. And if the Quartering isn't a grifter...
Motherfucker, he already frying me, bro. God damn it, dude. I think I've done that before, too. Taking a clip from Roots, dude.
None of these other internet hustlers are you. Thing is, the Quarter is not even really a hustler. He's a prolific slop manufacturer who's gotten out of almost every financial jam, essentially by relying on his fans to bail him out the moment he got confronted with a problem, vomiting out 5 to 6 videos a day couldn't solve. If there's one thing I've learned about Jeremy Hambly while making this video...
I swear, that's like the baseline. If you upload more than like 2 videos a day, you're just like, ugh. You know? You're gross, bro.
It's that
You
when the times
desperate.
get tough, the Quartering
You're
gets
broke.
to begging.
That's what broke grifters do.
Jeremy Hambley has always been two things: a neckbeard and obsessed with becoming an entrepreneur. Being a man of industry, a guy who owned his own business and didn't have to answer to anybody, has been an admittedly admirable long-time trait of Jeremy's, and he's been at it for over 2 decades. Probably his oldest internet capitalist venture was his business, Be Your Own IT, back in 2008.
How did you
well, I've been YouTubing for almost 20 years. Like, my
That's
very
too
first
long,
channel,
bro.
It still exists. It's called Be Your Own IT. And if you go back and look at like the oldest video, I'm there.
Be Your Own IT was a tech.
That's crazy. You know, being on YouTube for 20 fucking years and just not being like PewDiePie.
YouTube channel and website essentially dedicated
I feel like
to
you should
scamming
retire,
boomers
you know?
who couldn't use Google or
Like,
know how to
fully.
browse tech
Get out of
forums
the
and
game,
paying
bro.
Jeremy to give
Even if
them
you're
the
doing
most
good.
basic tech advice in the world. There were already YouTube channels.
Yo, what up, Sonic? Whatever opinion some of y'all have about Let It Be, unless one day someone want to talk about it. Oh, shit.
Channels back in the early aughts that offered essentially the same value of info that Jeremy was trying to dupe people into paying for. Unsurprisingly, the business struggled, and it led Jeremy to making a video in 2008 that would completely foreshadow his future career of entrepreneurship. I ain't got the video though. It's gone. Jeremy managed to get rid of it along with
I ain't
almost
got the
any
video,
other
though.
evidence
Fuck.
that Be Your Own IT was a thing that he was once affiliated with. This was a smart move on Jeremy's part because a lot of those videos did not age well for him, including the video I'm talking about, which Jeremy literally titled "A Sad, Pathetic Cry for Help from Me."
Holy
now,
shit.
Fortunately, while we don't have a video, the transcript did manage to survive. And to summarize, the video was basically a precursor to every "I need your help, my channel
damn,
is
bro.
under attack" video that Jeremy
I swear to God, one thing I want to do, like, is help, like, some low-cal channels, like, edit some funny things I'm capable of doing. I'm not that great, you know that. But, like, dude, he totally could have took that transcript, right? And fucking took Jeremy's voice and churned it through an AI. Just had that segment where, you know, just had AI Jeremy just read that shit. I'm
has
just
ever
saying,
made.
sorry.
Double speaking about
That
how the
would've been
channel
lit.
and blog are doing great, while also
That
admitting
would've
he
been so
only
much
makes
work,
25
though.
cents off the site every 2 days. Talking about how the business barely making any money is fine because it's all about helping people with his 10 years of computer repair experience anyway. He says this while also pleading for people to share the video, share the blog, make videos about his videos and his blogs, and maybe doing a response for a response, share for a share thing that YouTubers back in the early days liked to do. Basically, his business was doing bad and Jeremy begged for his YouTube audience to come to his rescue. Yeah, bro's been doing that for going on 18 years. He might actually be one of the only guys on the internet who's been crying to their audience for support longer than Darkside.
That's crazy.
Jeremy Hambley, when it comes to being a strong, independent businessman, is soft as baby shit and quick to resort to a bailout from his
I
community.
did not know these
whenever he
things,
can.
bro.
Also, the whole thing about just wanting to help people with his computer repair skills and not caring that Be Your Own IT barely made any money.
That's crazy, bro. You actually are like, he has a jersey in the begging hall of fame. It's just like in a closet somewhere, bro. What the
was
fuck?
a lie, because as soon
He
as
better
was
than
able
Phil
to,
at this
Jeremy
shit.
sold that bitch to somebody else and never engaged in any further computer repair content again.
What I did was I started selling these little how to repair your own computer kits, and then some VC guy bought that channel from me, and I think I got $160,000.
Not only because it didn't make him that much money, and competition in the online IT advice scene was really starting to heat up around 2011 when he sold it, but because, just like with Review Tech USA, Jeremy's tech know-it-all was actually quite limited. Despite having over a decade's worth of computer repair experience, Jeremy can't even repair his own laptops. He has to send them to an actual expert instead. Now, even though his tech era was over, Jeremy wouldn't stop making YouTube content after Be Your Own IT. All throughout the early 10s, Jeremy would start multiple channels that were more or less just him trying to find a way to turn his various consumerist hobbies into YouTube hustles. You had RC Nightmare, where Jeremy would show off and play with various radio control toys, a strong obsession of his to this day. And this wasn't the only RC channel he had, just the first and biggest one. He'd make a bunch of offshoots: RC Flight School, RC Skipper, RC Spotlight, Team RCN, and Friends of RC. Jeremy really wanted to be a popular RC YouTuber. He
Jesus
also made
Christ.
Claw Truck, a channel dedicated to claw machines.
You know, and then I started a channel about RC cars, and I sold that. And then claw machines.
Just throwing shit everywhere, bro.
The claw machines one was my favorite. It's so sad that that died.
But out of all of these hobby channels, the one Jeremy would go on to get the most mileage out of was one he started in 2012 called Unsleeved Media.
What's up, guys? Jeremy and Brandon here from MTG headquarters. That's short for Magic the Gathering. How's it going? Our hands.
Unsleeved Media, also known as MTG Headquarters, was, as both names suggest, a channel dedicated to Magic the Gathering, a children's trading card game that has gradually evolved into a middle-aged men's trading card game. Jeremy's channel didn't stand...
MikeyNohMore don't know the money. I'm an investor, so I take that personally, you fucking bitch. Nah, you don't know that there's gold in the streets with these fucking pieces of cardboard,
Now,
bro.
that much, there were plenty
It's
of
actually
MTG
fucking
channels
dumb.
out there, and he would do
dumb.
about what most of them did. Unboxing videos.
I just sold a
talking
card
about new
for
sets,
80 bucks
Talking
the
about
other day.
tournaments, the latest meta, rule changes, the occasional giveaway, etc.
These middle-aged men got
About what
money
you
and they
expect.
want to give it
Still,
away,
Jeremy
bro.
grinded it out and built a decent following over the years, with Unsleeved Media eventually hitting 75,000 subs by 2015.
Well, we got there. Or rather, we're almost there to the 75,000 subscriber celebration, and I can't thank you guys enough.
Jeremy is noticeably more chill in these videos. Unsleeved Media, like all of his other hobby channels, revolved around him doing things he genuinely enjoyed. And while making money was always a goal, it wasn't the be-all, end-all reason for why Jeremy made content back in the day. Until it was. See, around
Until it
2015,
was.
Jeremy would try to turn his Unsleeved Media side hustle into an actual business. Not just through Patreon either. Nah, he was going to launch a mobile app called Game Finder that he had ambitions.
And I think that's how it goes too. Like, at least for like a lot of content creators that don't have like outside shit going on, right? It's like, yeah, I just did this thing and you know, you start making money from it, but then I don't know what happens because I haven't been in this position, but I don't know. You change your life up and then you rely on the money, I'm assuming, right? That you get from making things. And then it goes from doing things because they're fun to doing things because, like, you know, if you don't do these things, you're not going to get any fucking money.
To turn into a
You
cornerstone
know, or be
for
important
players in the
anymore, or
MTG
whatever the
community.
fuck.
How did he manage to get the money to develop it?
That sucks,
By
you know? That's
crowdfunding it
when
to
the
a tune of
content
about
fucking starts to really die, bro.
$30,000. The purpose
Like,
was simple.
truly.
Create a way for players to be able to find other players to play Magic with. Basically, Tinder or Grindr, but for middle-aged men playing a children's card game. Very straightforward idea. And hey, it blew up. Like a boat full of fentanyl en route for the United States leaving the Venezuelan coast, I mean. It flopped, basically. And why it flopped was pretty simple. Users really weren't fans of how the app handled location data and personal info. There were still bugs because the app's maintenance was ass. It just didn't get any traction. Wasn't a whole lot of reason to use it as opposed to Facebook or Discord, which launched the same year as Game Finder did. You would think that a guy with over a decade of tech experience would have considered these things before launching the app and wasting everyone's money, but nah. Jeremy's first crowdfunded business was basically dead on arrival. It looked like Jeremy was going to be stuck being an eternal hobbyist tuber forever. But there had been a little culture war about ethics in games journalism going on since 2014. Now, Jeremy wouldn't get involved in Gamergate himself, but ripple effects from it, the veterans of it, and the seeds of culture war it would spread across the web would greatly impact Jeremy's future career. It was in 2017
He
that
got
he would
audience
throw himself in
capture.
his first
Yeah.
culture war scuffle. And I want you to pay attention, because 2017 is where the Hambly Ministry of Truth
That shit sucks. That shit sucks. You know what I mean? You get audience captured, and then it's like you're boxed in and pigeonholed into like doing these certain set of things and keep these certain set of people around. That shit is like death.
Crafting
You would
really
rather
starts to
die,
kick
I
in.
promise you.
It all started in June of 2017 when Jeremy got blacklisted by Wizards of the Coast.
It's no secret
What?
to
How does that
those
happen?
of you who have followed me for a long time
How the fuck you get banned by a whole ass card company,
that
bro?
I am blacklisted, both officially. I mean, basically as officially as they can do it. I can still play in sanctioned events currently. I'm probably one offensive joke away from getting my DCI taken. There was a brief period of time where I was somebody that they would send free product to. And I'd gotten to the point where they would even let me do spoilers occasionally.
That's
I've done
crazy.
Spoilers for them.
They decided they were done with this fool and wouldn't send him any more promotional material. This was a very big deal to Jeremy because, again, he'd been trying and failing to turn his internet shit into a career for years, and unsleeved media had been the closest he'd ever come. Now, you're no doubt wondering why Jeremy was abruptly blacklisted by Wizards of the Coast. The story that Jeremy tells is that earlier that June, when the transgender bathroom debate shit was a big topic of discussion in the news for some reason, Jeremy, in reference to it, just made a little joke about how planeswalkers wouldn't need bathrooms because they could just piss into the ether.
It all started with a series of tweets, I think. This is how I
That's
remember.
actually
This is
good,
like a
bro.
year
That's
ago.
actually a
LSP
good one.
retweeted Gabby,
Fuck.
and they were basically whining about bad comments. So I chime in by saying, hey,
That's
comments
actually
are
a
just
fucking
that.
good one.
Internet comments are even less important. Let's not
Get
be
out of here.
so
You shouldn't have been
thin-skinned.
demonized
Later,
for that. It was actually
the
funny.
next day, I believe, this was like right around when the Charlotte bathroom thing was going on about trans people
But no,
not
that's
having
not
trans
nice.
bathrooms or something like that.
That's
In
not
their
a nice
opinion,
joke.
in a lot of people's opinions, I make a transphobic joke by saying another content creator responds and says, I identify as a planeswalker and demand my own bathroom. A clear joke. So I replied, send your urine into the aether.
According to Jeremy, this innocuous joke
Come
was
on,
taken
bro. It
very
wasn't that
serial
bad.
by
Holy
Wizards of
shit.
the Coast, who had been bitten by the progressive bug, so they immediately put him on their shit list from this moment forward.
And you know what? That's probably why he's so like into the fucking right-leaning fucking crybaby bullshit content he makes, you know? Some of these people actually do feel some type of way. Like, they feel like the system unfairly did a thing to them. You know what I'm saying? It's like, I'm gonna fucking rant about it all day.
That's the story
type
Jeremy
shit.
tells. It's not true. The actual reason Jeremy got blacklisted by Wizards of the Coast was because he had been constantly starting shit with other members of the community all year long. See, there are two wolves inside of Jeremy Hambley. One is a greedy, attention-seeking, jaundice-filled fat nigga. The other wolf is also all of those things, but he also has a drinking problem too. And because he has a drinking problem, he's worse at hiding all those nasty traits the first wolf inside of Jeremy keeps just barely under the surface. A lot of you are probably familiar with Jeremy's Twitter addiction. Boy's got one of the nastiest cases of Twitter fingers I've ever seen. Shit's terminal. And he also has a bad habit of saying things he wouldn't say otherwise, especially when he starts pulling up. Combine this with the fact that Jeremy has been paying attention to a lot of the goings-on in the anti-SJW realms of YouTube and social media at this point, and that he was starting to look for his own SJW dragons to slay, and you end up with a series of tweets where he's constantly squatting on other members of the community, like Anthony from the Manosaurus and Kate Donnelly from Hipsters of the Coast, bragging when they eventually block him for constantly tagging them just to insult them, all while reusing Kekistan and other 4chan memes he just copied from the other anti-SJW posters he was following. He also made tweets like these, posting pictures of his guns while mentioning the Milwaukee protest at the same time. Now some of you would say, well Mikey, it's not a crime. So long as he wasn't threatening anyone with his firearms or threatening to bring them to an event, it really wasn't the rest of the community's business. I agree, but it's really not a good look to make those types of tweets when you're already building a big reputation for being an abrasive alcoholic asshole. So no, Jeremy wasn't just a good boy who wasn't doing nothing but making a couple jokes at a few SJW's expense.
No, he was
had
going
gradually
hard.
started to become a pariah because he couldn't behave himself. The Game Finder failure, where he basically set 30K from other Magic players on fire, didn't help his rep either. But the most notorious example of Jeremy just being a cunt was a video he made called Playset of beta white knights prevent rape of MTG cosplayer at C Sprinkle.
What? Wait, what?
In this video, Jeremy ran about how Magic the Gathering cosplayer Christine Sprinkle.
Oh my god, dude. Oh my god, dude. He be in his bag. What the fuck?
A certain horned up comment she received.
Okay, so it was drawn to my attention, or brought to my attention, that there was like literal rape happening in the Magic the Gathering community.
Fuck me,
Serial
Jeremy,
virtue
what the
signaler
fuck? Of course he's
and
an
crying
idiot,
for
dude.
Patreon dollars cosplayer. See a Sprinkle Run posted yesterday. Allow messages to my Facebook page again. Question my life choices immediately. Hey, I mean, if a guy tells me that he came and looked at my pictures and it gave him an erection, like, I'm like, sweet, you know? I appreciate giving you boners.
Jeremy was
What the
furious
fuck?
about this. Why? Well, for one, Jeremy had a weird vendetta against female Magic cosplayers in general, but Christine especially triggered him because of how much love she got from the community compared to him.
She
Let's
was
see
getting all
what
the
Magic
shine. Oh
Gathering
no.
community- 107 likes, which is a lot for Magic YouTuber or Magic
Oh,
personality.
bro.
They literally called her the godmother of Magic cosplay. She even got a video on the official Magic the Gathering channel.
Oh, he was
dedicated to
drunk
it.
and
This wasn't
hating,
some random
dude.
e-thought trying to grift off nerds from a community she wasn't part of. She had been attending tournaments and engaging with the community for years. But Jeremy could see the thought that everybody else was blind to. What really pissed him off were the dude's white knight.
It's not like there are plenty of choices online for cosplay perving. Why can't they leave the pros alone? Obviously, Sprinkle is a pro cosplayer. You know she's a professional cosplayer by the fact that she has to solicit Patreon dollars and then cry in her Patreon video to get loser beta cucks.
But bro, these were the days where I don't know how to say this eloquently, so please no one get all fucking mad and weird, all right? But the internet, especially like gaming and shit like that, it's always been like a right-leaning white male fucking dominated space. It was, as long as I've been growing up and shit like that. It's a vibe. Say the F word and the N word, and you know, it's either you conform or you fucking cry and die out there, dude. But you're starting to see the blacks are outside, the women are fucking part of things. Like everyone's included more now, which is a good thing. And what I noticed, and I don't think I'm wrong, but I could be, okay? I'm trying to be nice. But I feel like a lot of the perpetually online whites, they just always been, they had like a bug up their butt about it. You know? Women being in games and like games being made for them and other people. Like those fuckers are weird as shit. That's all they fucking ape about. You know what I'm saying? We're just like, dude, yeah, all these games and a bunch of games still fucking being catered to you. Magic the Gathering's like still mostly a white boy fucking thing. You know what I'm saying? It's just like weird how some of these dudes act. Not all of them, okay?
Give her
I know
money.
probably
a
now,
stream
even
bullet probably
back then,
grazed
it
a
was
shoulder.
really
I
rich for
apologize.
Jeremy to poke at somebody else for soliciting Patreon bucks and crying to their audience for money because he had
But
literally
it feels
done
like the guys
same
that got to
thing a
dominate. They
year
don't dominate
earlier.
no more. And they
4
feel
years
some
ago,
pissy
on
type of way
February
about
2nd, 2012,
You
I
know, they
uploaded
gotta
my
share their
first
toys.
MTG video on YouTube. Now, 4 years later, more than 4 years later, and 820 more videos, I'm still here, producing content with the same dream of being able to do this as at least a part-time job. For the past year, I've been running myself ragged, trying to run a business as well as YouTube full-time. And while
It's
been
so
worth
hard to
every
click
long
buttons.
night, it's unlikely I can continue this pace much longer. I'm just so tired all the time. Now, I wish I'd done a lot of things differently. I wish I was friendlier with other Magic YouTube channels. I wish YouTube ad revenue wasn't less now than it was a year ago. Now, you may have heard of me talk about my Patreon for several months now. The truth is, the support I'm receiving on my Patreon is literally the only reason I can spend the amount of time I do now on these YouTube videos. I feel like we've achieved adequate corporate sponsorship. In fact, I would say I'm probably spending too much time on sponsored type videos. It's a necessary evil as things are now to help fund all the awesome things that I want to do. You backing even $1 or $2 goes so much further than YouTube ad revenue ever could.
He was just green with envy here. My favorite part was when he started going through Christine's cosplay pictures and showing how much of a thirsty gooner he was by admitting that her PG safe for work ass cosplays made him stupid horny.
Oh, I'm sorry, Sprinkle. Let's look at your cosplay, your art, where some poor 14-year-old kid was unfortunately made an erection comment about you, and fuck him for being such a degenerate. I mean, what is sexual about this? Nothing.
God,
right?
he's such a fucking
totally
weirdo.
Nothing sexual about this. Oh,
Is
yeah,
he
here you go,
married?
Sprinkle.
Isn't he
Another
married,
totally
bro?
non-sexual
I can't
picture
believe that
where
shit.
the Pokeball happens to be right on your fucking bush. Oh, here you go, wearing basically a bra. Yep, nope, nothing hot about that. Here we go again, more basically 75% nude, nothing sexual there. Nothing sexual at all about this Chandra. Like,
he's so
nothing
gay,
sexual at
bro.
all.
What's
oh,
wrong
yeah, look
with
at a
what the
bodysuit.
fuck? I hate these
yeah,
men
I'm not gonna sexualize
on the internet.
you.
They
I mean,
act so
fuck
gay,
me
bro.
If I'm gonna say
Ugh.
that, I wish there was a little slot
Sexy
down here,
woman
you know,
being
for me
sexy,
to, you know,
whoa.
for us to pleasure each other.
Maybe should have.
I'm telling you, that kind of buys into my theory about how they are, bro. It's like weird. Like they're all jealous because like a woman can sit here and be sexy and get like shit they think they deserve. Which, as a man, I can empathize with it. Like, yeah, I guess like I can't just pull my fucking dick out my pants and make $1 million, right? But a woman can. It's just crazy. Even the ugliest fucking chick sits here and could get motion and shit. Because there's, dude, it's the fucking white, fucking perpetually online dudes that fucking kind of still run the scene. But when it comes to making content and shit like that, they gotta compete with like serious people that are creative and shit. And you can't just like sit here and A-log and shit all day, you
Rub
know?
one out before you made this video, Jeremy. Anyway, this video would
They're
end up
weird.
getting
Some of these
deleted
dudes can't
a short
handle
time
it, bro.
later,
They're all
but it
gay as
quickly gained
fuck.
infamy
Like
and
Phil.
further
It
bruised
sounds like
Jeremy's
Phil or some
already
shit.
black and blue reputation in the community. What would all the doo-doo flinging he liked to do, and also the whole game finder flop that completely wasted a lot of people's money. There were 3 reasons why Jeremy made this video. Envy that Christine Sprinkle made more on Patreon
Nah,
and was
Freeze
more
a
popular
miss,
than him,
bro.
despite not being an elite player, or in Jeremy's eyes, not putting as much work into her content as he did, which has literally always been slop. 2, Jeremy, despite being a married man, has always had a pattern of weird interactions with women on the internet for years.
For real, it's
especially with
crazy.
women
He is
obviously
married.
finds attractive. And 3, the alcohol was just making Jeremy act unwise. So yeah, all of this were the actual reasons Jeremy got blackballed. Wizards of the Coast wasn't expecting the netbeards they gave promo material to be the most professional guys around, but they at least expected them to not chimp out at other people in the community regularly or make videos called Beta White Knights Prevent Rape of MTG Cosplayer,
For real,
where they
though.
literally added the
That's
Twitter
some
handle of the
ninja shit,
cosplayer
dude.
whose figurative rape they were talking about. Eventually, Christine announced her retirement that November so she could focus on med school instead. She was hanging up the jersey and she explicitly named Jeremy as the reason for why she got sick of it all. And
Oh
left.
my
His
God, that's
obnoxiousness
horrible,
and drunken
bro.
tirades were just too much that not even the Patreon bucks made it worth the hassle anymore. Now, was Christine being a bit histrionic here? Of course she was, but the general sentiment was shared among a lot of other people, and her abrupt departure caused a real stir. Jeremy would respond by saying he hadn't harassed anyone, which is someone who doesn't think just sending mean words to other people over the internet automatically counts as harassing them. I would feel he would have been in the right to say. Had he also not tried to play victim and say that he was the one actually getting harassed?
This is the type of video I would normally do on my quartering channel, but I'm going to put it here on Unsleeved Media because I'm not going anywhere. I'm currently under basically a full-scale assault from people who have been misled or have been waiting for a moment to try and, quote, get rid of me. So yesterday or the day before, well-known grifter and cosplayer Sprinkle decided to tweet out that she was quitting Magic. Then we see Literally every major creator out there, completely unself-aware, talking about me being some kind of serial harasser because I made a video 6 months ago, and one tweet like 2 months ago.
Oh, bro, you
saying
tripping
I
the
didn't
fuck out.
care that she was going to be at a GP or something. You are sicking a hate mob on me. You know that's what you're doing, and you're trying to play the victim while doing it. These people are so disconnected from reality. They legitimately think they're not doing exactly what they're accusing me of doing.
When it happens to somebody else, it's just a bit of banter and trolling. When it happens to him, it's genuine harassment. Sure, okay, bro. Again, this wasn't Jeremy acting bizarrely out of character. It was an easily observable pattern.
Oh, it was a Wednesday,
of
bro.
him asking for money from the community, then wasting it on a terribly executed business scheme, then starting drama that had nothing to do with Magic itself with other people in the community. And now there were members of the community that people actually liked that were saying they were leaving because Jeremy wouldn't stop painting the walls with feces. The permaban that Jeremy received that December from all sanctioned Magic events might have been harsh, but it was after a year of him basically antagonizing and pissing off numerous influential
He deserved
people in
that
the
shit,
community,
yeah.
and also just
That's
making
a
a
hinge,
general
bro.
ass out of himself. The ban didn't prevent
At the
him
end of the day, it's a card game. It's literally just like some stupid fucking card game. It's supposed to be friendly and shit. You know? And you got this fucking bald, hairy, smelly retard. Like Mikey said, fucking just smearing his poo-poo all over the fucking walls. Yeah,
going
get
to
out of here, dude.
non-official events or visiting card shops or anything like that, but it did essentially mean that any chance of Jeremy's Magic the Gathering channel ever becoming anything more than a hobby after 5 years of making hundreds of videos was basically dead in the water. It was the end of unsleeved media. But it wasn't the end for Jeremy himself though. Nah, this was just the beginning, because earlier that year, during the summer, Jeremy had rebranded his other Magic the Gathering YouTube channel to just The Quartering.
Definitely an interesting day for me. So as you know, I'm kind of going through a transition on my main channel, which is specifically about Magic the Gathering. And my second channel, which is now currently called Unsleeved After Dark because it's Unsleeved Media is my main channel, but I'm going to change it. I think I'm changing it to The Quartering this weekend.
Originally, The Quartering was going to be the sideshow channel where Jeremy would get to vent about things that either had little to do or nothing to do with Magic the Gathering. But this channel would go on to be his most successful YouTube endeavor by far, while also somehow getting him in way more internet drama. The Quartering had already started to become Jeremy's main priority even before his MTG ban. By late 2017, he could already tell how the winds were blowing. So he started maneuvering appropriately, and I gotta hand it to him. He made some smart moves, broadening the topics he talked about from just Magic to general geek culture, the news, and politics, encouraging his audience on his Unsleeved Media channel to migrate to The Quartering, and monetizing his channel early by shilling Patreon, Subscribestar, and securing several sponsorship deals, keeping those income streams healthy and diverse from the jump. The early growth of the Quartering channel was a rare example of him putting that masters in internet marketing of his to good use. Granted, Jeremy had made like 10 other fucking YouTube channels at this point, so really you could just say it was the law of averages finally working out in his favor. Another move that the Quartering made in late 2017 and early 2018 that would really affect the trajectory of his career going forward was getting associated with several anti-SJW YouTubers.
Yep, that's all that saved his ass. I swear to God, bro.
Tights, Ethan Van Sciver,
It's the only shit that saved his bum ass.
And the Skeptics. Sargon, aka Carl Benjamin's clique, would be one Quartering would become especially tight with. And I mean, he would become really tight with Sargon.
Coach Red Pill asked me, keep sucking on Sargon's dick, boy. V says that Sargon's cum tastes awfully good. So does it. And sure enough, I found a little website where I could purchase Sargon of Akkad semen.
What the fuck, bro?
Here, let's see. Oh, look at that. That's nice. Little
What are you talking
warhead.
about? Is
Comes in a
semen?
nice little vial.
Dude.
This is a lot. Here goes nothing.
Wait, is this fake? What the fuck am I watching?
I don't know.
Hambly was really gonna need these
I'm
connections
joking.
because he was burning through whatever was left of the bridge between him and the Magic community to the ground with his Scorched Earth campaign against Wizards of the Coast. Specifically, against their judges. Jeremy's a guy who definitely holds a grudge, and he was left seething after they banned him. Not only because they cut him out of his Magic the Gathering tuber ambitions, but they locked bro out of his Magic the Gathering online account too.
But what I wanted to talk about was really digital goods, specifically Magic the Gathering Online, because as you might know, my collection was stolen by Wizards of the Coast.
All that money he spent on boosters lost to the Shadow Realm forever. Honestly, being locked out of playing a gacha game, which Magic the Gathering Online and Arena 1000% are,
It
will
is.
always
What
be
the
a
fuck?
blessing in disguise. But for quartering, it was just one of the many heinous offenses committed against him by Wizards of the Coast. But Jeremy was about to get his get back by exposing Wizards of the Coast for harboring pedophiles. It had been brought to Jeremy's attention that Wizards of the Coast had been lacking when it came to their background checks, and there was now a cabal of pedos working for him. Quartering went to gather in a dossier of sorts of this Diddy the Gathering he had found out about.
Diddy
and
the
dropped it
Gathering,
all
get the
on
fuck
their
out of here.
heads. And how many did he find? One.
We start with Ross Prajsner.
There was literally one guy, Ross Prasner, who was convicted of distributing CP in 2014, but continued being an active judge because Wizards failed to do a proper background check on him. He
That's
was
crazy.
the only one of the
It's only one
subcommittees Jeremy
person.
would list who continued affiliating with Magic tournaments after they were caught. It's not that these guys didn't do what they did, it's that they didn't actually judge at Magic tournaments in any official capacity after they did what they did. They just had their names on some list that had yet to remove them, and Jeremy acted like they were still working with Wizards anyway. Now, a lot of you would go, well, Mikey, you gotta give Jeremy some credit. Just exposing one pedo makes this short crusade of his worth it. And I would agree with that. However, acting like Magic had a cabal of pedos running the show was the quartering being extra. Even after his in-depth grudge-fueled investigation, he only found the one guy who slipped through the cracks. And I'm sorry, but literally every institution of a certain size occasionally has sexual deviance pop up in them. Also, this was completely performative outrage from Jeremy to get back at Wizards of the Coast for banning him and stealing his gacha pools on Magic the Gathering Online. He did not actually care. I know he didn't, because when he got to one of the dudes in the video, Luke Flora, who was arrested for sleeping with a student of his, he said this.
Now, this next person is a little... I was unsure about putting this person on there, but the point of the matter is this person is technically a convicted of a sex act. He now works for Star City Games. He's a former teacher, imagine my shock, convicted of sex with a student, 6 counts, felony counts.
Man, this nigga ain't doing nothing outside, bro.
He's the
Fuck.
in-store programs manager
That's
at Star City
embarrassing.
Games, as far as I can tell. Now, the reason this one's a little dicier, I mean, is because the student was 17, but that really, you can't make any excuses for that.
There's also this clip, one of the only remaining remnants of Jeremy's Be Your Own IT videos, where he offered people with peculiar material on their PCs some advice.
It's more of a public service announcement than anything else. At the office this week, we had a situation where one of the techs came across some pictures on a customer's computer that were of the child pornography variety. I don't really know if there's any tack way to put that, but the customer was reported and subsequently
Whoa, hold
arrested,
on.
I believe.
Holy shit, is this, damn, dude, this game is going on
last
too
that
long.
I heard.
Fuck!
So
Like, it
if you
actually
have things
is.
that
This
you
match
don't
is
want
going on for way
computer
too
text
long,
to
bro.
see, you should delete them.
Holy shit.
Maybe change the folder name when you take it in.
Holy shit, that was the fucking craziest match I think I've ever played in this game. Like, for real,
And if
what
you
the
can,
fuck?
or I'm not condoning it. I don't think it's necessarily right.
That
I believe
Frieza
it's
was,
invasion
he was
of
clutching
privacy.
up, bro.
So
That
if
was
you have these sorts of
dope.
things, remember that computer texts do look at other things on your computer. People look around on it, and you should make it real easy for people to find things.
And now you understand why all those be your own IT videos are gone. Wizards of the Coast would implement a stronger background checks policy, but they had no real way of implementing it at a wide scale, so it really didn't change anything. It was just an announcement they made for optics' sake. But whatever, a W is a W, and we gotta give this W to the Quartering. In his eyes, and in the eyes of his fans, he has slayed his dragon. He also got the opportunity to reopen his Magic the Gathering online account so he could sell his collection there and get some money back. Which, let's be real,
That's
is
crazy. He
probably
did
what
get a
cared
little
about
dub,
way
bro.
more than exposing
Fuck.
some pedophiles. Now, with all this Magic the Gathering community bullshit out of the way, he could give most of his attention to what would be his main channel going onward, the Quartering. And by mid-2018, the Quartering had mastered his new main channel's formula. Daily uploads of topical content that was well-researched and that he peppered with his own in-depth comment. He recorded himself reading the news. He would find a handful of news stories.
But this was dude, I don't want to say it's a vibe. That's the wrong way to say it. But it was the thing in like 2015 to pretty much the pandemic, right? Like gaming shits did it. You just a retard sitting here reading a Reddit article and shit, bro.
And
It's so
read
cringe.
them on camera slowly, because the motherfucker can barely read despite wearing glasses and having a master's degree. And this would be the Quartering's content format for the better part of the next decade.
That actually
it was
fucking
nothing
fried me.
revolutionary or even particularly hard to do, hence why people like Review Tech USA have also made careers out of it. What
Yeah,
Jeremy did
it's
have over
easy.
everyone else, though, was his relentless output. This man is a slop factory, filling your subscription and recommended feeds with slop on top of slop on top of slop. Just a one-man chum bucket. The Quartering isn't just a slop tuber, he's a grand master of the art of slop tubing. This content mass production model of his would rack up tens of millions of views, tons of subs, and a massive bag over the years. But just like with Review Tech USA, getting paid to read articles other people wrote for a living wasn't enough. No, he had to get in some YouTube drama as well. And he would choose literally the worst people to throw digital hands with. Dudes from the sector and internet blood sports community.
Why would you do such a thing, bro? That's some crazy
Now,
shit to
initially,
do.
the little spats he got into, like the one with the latent
Like
great-
that guy. You really think Jeremy, this gay looking guy, could really fucking tango with those fucking freaks? Fuck out of
would
here.
rack up tens of millions of views, tons of subs, and a massive bag.
Those fuckers
over the
are
years.
gods
But
of fucking
just
with
like with
people.
Review Tech
Yeah.
USA, getting paid to read articles other people wrote for a living wasn't enough.
no,
he
that went
had
too
to
far
get-
back.
Going on about
I'm a
the
retard.
and it was wrong for Andy to show Skype messages from Sargon. Why?
It is fucking wrong.
Why? Should he
Because
be a bitch? Should he be a bitch and
he
let somebody
fucking
lie
lied
about, him
about
and be
me.
a?
This
whole thing is a semantic argument, right? It's the same thing where you said, oh, it's a debate. I wanted to have a conversation. Well, it's supposed to be a debate.
No, the Quartering.
The
he
IBS
said
era
he
was so
never
fucking lit, bro.
told me he wanted to speak to Spencer. That's not semantics. That's a straight out lie, right?
Look, we're not going to agree here, and that's fine. My point is just that you could have come on and said, look, Sargon, this is what you said. You didn't need to expose
I
it.
could have done a lot of things.
The problem Jeremy was having here with Worski is that Worski actually cared about people thinking he was a liar or somebody who just makes shit up. Jeremy couldn't understand this because Jeremy doesn't care about people thinking he's dishonest, talks out the side of his mouth, or is just pulling stuff out of his cheeks. He just wants to make money and will literally just lie about shit to get ahead or get out of a jam. A great example would be his drama with Matt Loader that same year. A dude in a dress. And no, I'm not being Rainbow Tribe phobic. Settle down. Matt Loader is just a guy who likes to cross-dress. Literally a dude in a dress. Now this dress-wearing fellow would end up assaulting
You
Jeremy
have to
while on
be
a
that
trip
way,
to Gen
though.
Con in
Holy
August
shit.
of that year in Indianapolis.
That would be called a
And
biggie.
it was like 1:30, and somebody walked up behind me and said, hey, is your name Jeremy? And he would have been probably the 25th person to do that tonight. So I turned around, I said, yeah, and I stuck my hand out. and he immediately started punching me.
According to the Quartering, who would also shortly after open up a crowdfunding campaign for legal fees so he could sue this blouse-wearing bastard, Matt Loader was a deranged leftist who assaulted him for politically motivated reasons. That is a lie. It was actually because the Quartering had called Matt Loader a pedophile with literally no evidence.
Oh,
this was only a few months after Jeremy's anti-pedo crusade.
Jeremy
to
just
show
be
you how
grifting,
seriously
bro.
Jeremy takes this subject. Anyway, Matt Loader didn't appreciate that, so he pulled up to Jeremy at a bar outside of Gen Con and pieced him up. Not condoning this alleged two-piece and a biscuit combo, Loader served Jeremy. Just making it clear that Loader wasn't there to bash a fash.
That's
This was a
funny, bro,
classic,
and he
"I
wears
heard you was talking
dresses."
shit type confrontation. Apparently, the bar was also damaged in the fight.
I'm trying to tell you, my dad told me when I was a kid, bro, he's like, son, nah, gay people are some of the toughest motherfuckers I ever met, man. Like, he's seen a lot of gay people beat up motherfuckers. And it makes sense. They fucking get made fun of their whole lives, you know? They got fucking show and prove and shit, like, all the time. Gay people can fucking fight. Not saying this dude's gay, but you know what I mean? You got that shit in your little sugar in your tank,
And cops
bro.
had to show up.
You
and
gotta
send
know how
both
to
parties
fight.
home.
This is the window.
You gotta pull up,
He
bitch.
punched in. After not being
Some of the
able
gay
to
niggas I know
continue
are
to
fucking
punch me.
gangster as shit.
Now, some of you might ask, but Mikey, if Jeremy was really assaulted, why would he sue Matt Loader instead of press charges against him? As a matter of fact, why didn't the cops just arrest Loader right there after he had assaulted somebody and damaged the establishment's property in the scuffle? Oh, that's because it's an obvious lie, dude. I mean, he already lies from the get-go about not knowing who Loader was and also about Loader attacking him for culture war reasons when it was really about him calling bro a pedo with no evidence. He even lied about filing a police report. Quartering's retelling of events simply do not make sense and are very likely heavily embellished, if not simply made the fuck up. Which is probably why he would end up settling for a video apology from Matt Loader in May of next year rather than continue the suit.
Hi, this is Matt Loader. Some of you know me as Matt Fantastic. Just prior to Gen Con 2018, I let my anger get the best of me and physically confronted Jeremy Hambley outside a bar in Indianapolis over statements he made about me previously. I unequivocally take responsibility for my actions that evening.
Nah, that's some
which were
gangster
wrong,
shit. That's what you're
and
supposed to do,
apologize
bro.
Jeremy for my thoughtless conduct.
Jeremy Hambley is one of the most unreliable narrators on YouTube and is a fundamental.
And that's funny. It's an example of like, dude, some of these people that will try and talk some garbage on the internet, they'll never say that shit to your face. I fucking promise you. That's why like some of that shit shouldn't even bug you, bro. A lot of these fuckers don't have hands. You know?
Dishonest and
That's
disingenuous
gangster as shit.
fat nigga. As would be
I heard you
proven
said
in
I
his
was a
follow-up
pedophile,
bout with
bitch.
Medicare
Yeah.
in October of 2018,
I
where he would
respect that
put the
shit. I don't
gloves
care.
on for his E-daddy Carl Benjamin once again. In January of 2018, just a month before Quartering was on the Kumite with Andy and Medicare, Sargon took the first major step in his quest to save the West with his liberalist movement. Many dudes from the sector would poke fun at Sargon and his liberalists, saying they were cringe and taking this internet shit way too seriously. That Sargon, who had political ambitions that let his already big-ass head get too big for his own good, and that the
Hey, didn't that
IRL
fucker
theater
run
of
for
national
office?
politics
Sargon,
was a whole
I think.
different
I don't know his
ballgame than
history,
just
really.
making fun of some blue-haired SJWs
I swear I heard
online.
about, like, him
His
running for
October
something.
2018 Killstream appearance in particular would be the breaking point. And the Quartering threw his lot in 100% with his boy Sargon. Not only because he views Sargon as a friend, and that quite a bit of his channel's exceptional growth in late 2017 and early 2018 was owed to Don Sargon's blessing and the Quartering strategically cross-pollinating with the Skeptics audiences, but also
Fucking Don Sargon.
Jeremy really did glaze Sargon to death and viewed him as his main E-daddy back in the day. So, in Sargon's honor, and also because he was envious of Jim's popularity just like he was envious of Christine Sprinkles, Quartering was gonna bring the heat. And he did it in a very bitch-made way. See, this was around the time when YouTube started to go harder against edgy content. A lot of the dissident right guys had already been purged, and even edgy apolitical content was getting shut down, including internet blood sports guys. So one day, Jeremy, out of nowhere, and in the midst of the big liberalist sector feud, starts telling Medicare to come outside. Come debate me, Jim. You know
The
you
fuck?
won't, pussy.
Sargon
Oh, it has to be a
actually
your
do
shit.
this, dude.
Not mine. And
He
why was
debates
Jeremy
and
so
shit.
adamant about it being on Medicare's stream? Because you could get deplatformed just by having people send spicy super chats to you. And dude, wouldn't it be so funny if dozens of guys with names like I Love Adolf 1488 started filling your chat with $1 donos about how much the Holocaust was based and, you know, just get your shit shut down? Bruh, that'd be hilarious. Yeah, Jim didn't take the bait. But you know a guy who Quartering was yapping at the same time who did take the bait? Keemstar. For some reason, Quartering was perfectly fine with letting Keem on his program. Probably because he didn't have gay ops in store for him.
Oh, Keem doesn't need to host me on his channel. He's plenty big. I'm welcome. I'm happy to invite him onto mine. Jim, on the other hand, is a coward who is afraid of his own super chats.
Letting Keemstar on would be a big mistake for two reasons. One, Jeremy was a little too tipsy for his own good, and that liquid courage shit he dishes out on Twitter doesn't really carry over to live debates.
No, it don't.
Look, I don't have a problem with you. You're the one that supposedly have this problem with me. Respond to you.
It's crazy. Keemstar's literally like motherfucking Deadpool or some shit. I swear, he's in everyone's story. Every single fucking issue of the comic, bro. You know? I swear, he in Captain America shit. He in Spider-Man shit. He over there fucking with the X-Men. Fucking, he's everywhere. What the fuck's up with that? He's like a ghost, bro. Keemstar's like some kind of fucking low-cow apparition.
I said I made a joke about the guy in a dress, which is ridiculous, by the way. Somebody hit you. It's the first time you've ever been hit in your life. You overreact. You make multiple Twitter videos about it. You make YouTube videos about it, and now you're trying to sue the guy?
I'm not trying. I am suing him.
Why didn't you just hit him back?
That's not how it works, dude, Keem.
If he hit you first, it's fair and square. What the fuck are you talking about? My take is this. You talk shit to people, and then when they confront you, then you turn all beta, and you're like, oh no, it's not a big deal, blah, blah, blah. And it's like, I don't know. It's like that you're like lonely.
Now, the second reason why Jeremy bringing Keemstar on was a bad idea was because Keem let Medicare onto Quartering stream for a second session of ass paddling.
How you doing there, buddy?
I'm doing great.
Oh, how you doing there? How you doing there, Soulboy? How's it going?
Oh, I'm doing great. How come we're not on your channel?
Oh, because you're the one that invited me over here, remember?
Did you stream last Sunday? I missed it.
No, see, I didn't want to be a cunt and, beg people for money when somebody's doing a charity stream like somebody else did.
So you saying you kissed the ring of Monday Matt last weekend?
Oh, no, I just didn't want to steal money from children like an asshole might do.
Well,
you know what I
did
mean?
that? All the thousands of dollars that Ralph donated? Oh, wait, none of that. None of that actually made it.
No, well, I think it's the same guy that had to do a GoFundMe because a tranny beat him up.
Me?
Damn.
No,
yeah, you got slapped around by a man in a dress. You're a real strong guy, Jeremy.
Keem,
you talk all this shit to Keem. You're a cuck, Keem. You're a coward. You're a pussy. You're a bitch. All this shit.
Well,
he shows up and it's. Can I suck your balls a little harder? Oh, squirt it down my throat,
No,
Keem.
Jim, come on, dude. His take was what? That I sued a guy and he didn't agree with it. Okay, hot take.
No, his take was that you're a beta pussy bitch. You
Yeah, that's some big shit, bro. Come on, dude.
About being emotionally damaged with your lawsuit. And he's probably going to make fun of your wife, but you didn't show.
Fuck out of here. I'll never get beat up by a man in a dress. I'm hanging it up. If I ever get fucking so much as bitch slapped by some dude in a dress, I'm hanging it up,
man. A picture. Oh, and also you're boring as shit and you talk way too slow. That was his take. I didn't hear anything from you.
Well, I mean, am I supposed to post pictures of my wife to impress anonymous internet people or no?
You told him you would.
This isn't sad. I left. I was waiting to get Jim in here to see him battle, I tried to go at you a little.
Yo, thanks for $5 on Tsunami. You didn't have to give me anything, bro. You had a falling out with a goofy dragon that ruined my content long ago. Love my perspective. I honestly don't know what you're talking about. Oh, I'm being so fucking real.
Rile you up, but you just sucked my dick. You're just sad, dude.
How did I suck your dick, Keem?
You got on your knees and deep-throated.
Nothing gets you in fight mode. Fool? A guy punching you in the face doesn't get you in fight mode.
He didn't really ruin anything.
And that's the story of how Jeremy went 2-0 in a span of like 40 minutes on his own stream. Not the soldier Sargon wanted, but probably the one he deserved. That would be the end of Quartering's short-lived Bloodsport's career. By the end of next year, the entire Skeptic sector ecosystem would have changed anyway. The Skeptics would basically disintegrate through people leaving, infighting, self-destructing, and the liberalist movement collapsing after Sargon's big debut into mainstream politics turned into one of the most brutal public humiliation rituals in British history. And credit where it's due, the Quartering would come out of this tumultuous early era of his channel not only intact but thriving. His channel would become a money printing behemoth. And honestly, if that was it, if Jeremy was just a popular YouTuber, I wouldn't have made this video. But Jeremy wasn't satisfied with being just a popular YouTuber making a high 6-figure to low 7-figure income. That wasn't entrepreneurial enough for him. Nah, he needed a non-YouTube related business to make money off of.
God
And
damn,
this,
why
in
can't
my
this-
opinion, is this dude's...
What's up with these fuckers just like not humbling themselves and just having a job? Like, I get it. It sucks. It does, bro. But like, I don't know. It's not that bad. He has a master's degree.
Biggest problem, because Jeremy Hambley is one of the most cartoonishly bad businessmen I have ever seen. Before we get to the post-skeptic era of Jeremy's career, we gotta talk
Damn, bro.
business.
I have to give this fool some money. This is a really good video. I will, like, right after it.
Something a lot of YouTubers
I'm gonna
end
super
up leaning
chat him
into
or whatever.
if they have any
super
long-term
sticker.
thinking. The desire to take your YouTube
I'm gonna give our boy
riches and
10
invest
bucks.
it into something outside of YouTube isn't unique to the Quartering. It's basically a requirement for all YouTubers unless you plan on getting another job or doing YouTube until you hit retirement age, which is shocking amount of middle-aged dudes on this platform unironically seem to plan to do. Quartering wasn't wrong to try and duplicate his streams of revenue off-site. Tons of popular YouTubers have made legit off-site businesses off of their YouTube fame and money. The issue is purely in execution. Now, some of you might say,
That's
well,
crazy.
Mikey,
They
the
never wanna
majority
get
of
off the
people who
internet,
try to
bro.
make content for a living never get any support. And if they do, they're lucky to just make minimum wage. Jeremy becoming a millionaire off content creation is genuinely an impressive feat. And okay,
Yeah, that
I
is.
don't
That's
disagree. But is being a successful content creator the same thing as being a successful businessman? There are literal teenagers who don't know shit about running a business, making an LLC, filing their taxes, or anything besides making videos, indoor streaming, and still end up as millionaires before they can legally drink. Running a successful business and running a successful YouTube channel are two separate enterprises. I feel most people...
And we know a certain person that gets this fucked up, and that's one of his big problems.
Understand. Jeremy ain't most people. He's barely human for real. And his admittedly exceptional success as a YouTuber has got to put him under a self-afflicted genjutsu, wherein he believes he's a competent businessman too. He ain't. Closest he ever got was Be Your Own IT, which barely made any money, and which he sold off for more than it was worth the second he got the opportunity. There's also Marketing Sheriff LLC, which is just a small digital marketing firm he started in 2014 that would never become a known agency brand and is essentially just a business shell for Quartering's online work. Matter of fact, let's go over an entrepreneurial catastrophe of Jeremy's from this time, because it's a great example of what I'm getting at. We go back to late 2018. It's December, and it's a big moment for the Big Ham Planet, because he was launching a new ambitious project, exclusively games. It was going to be a gaming news website with videos and articles written by journalists along with a forum, all of which Quartering pitched as a politics-free haven for gamers. Hey, great idea, bro. How you gonna pay for that? A small forum is one thing, but you're talking about building something like IGN. Well, the solution to that was simple. He was going to crowdfund the money. Despite making a pretty heavy bag from YouTube at this point, Quartering still decided to launch an Indiegogo campaign for $5,000. And ain't it interesting how Jeremy, who brags about how much money he makes and who claims he was making
Net, probably low sevens.
Okay. By 2018, still had to crowdfund $5,000 from his fans. Anyway, the campaign was a success. Quartering would end end up raising almost $160,000 by the campaign's end. Okay, we got some motion here, some real fan support. Now you would think when Exclusively Games launched in 2019, everything would be smooth. What with Jeremy getting over 3,000% more than what he initially needed to even get it off the ground. You would be wrong. The site was violently burning through money from day one. The main problems for Exclusively Games came down to two very poorly thought out promises Quartering made beforehand. One was that he was gonna be hands-off editorial. This was his way of not scaring the hoes, so to speak. Possibly warding off people who wouldn't want to touch the site because he was affiliated with it. It didn't work, obviously, because, I mean, you own it, nigga. You were always gonna be affiliated with it regardless. It also meant that when things started getting funky at Exclusively Games, he wouldn't be able to put out the fires because he literally wasn't paying attention to this website he had taken $160,000 from his audience to make. The second bad promise was that he promised there would be no ads. All the money would be made from donations and merch sales. The problem with this idea is that it only really works as a business model if you have a lot of dedicated users/whales. Exclusively Games did not. As for the other problems, well, it'd be simpler for me to just read these messages of people who worked at and used Exclusively Games. He spent $2.5K to have the review section redesigned. Ground up. The developers took about 2 to 3 weeks to finish. Isn't he struggling for money? Yup. They finished. They put the reviews in the staging area. On offline version of the site, only the admins have access to. They worked brilliantly, better than ever. Apparently Jeremy forgot about it, and despite 2 to 3 emails of them asking if they should go live with the new version, he never responded. I didn't either, but wasn't my job to at this point. The site sounds like it'll be dead in a year. Yeah, it's on fumes now. He's out of money for it 100%. I like Jeremy. He's always been goodish to me. He paid me very well, but I can't save EG, and he wouldn't let me even if I tried. Too controlling. I mean, I don't know 100% about EG, but it's costly as fuck to go about this the way he is. 160K could keep a website plus staff afloat for maybe 6 to 12 months. This one is my favorite. Indian devs doing weird shit. He outsourced the site to India? OMG, I didn't tell you? He just fired them last week for sending in bills for things we never ordered. They probably sensed that he didn't have a good grasp of the financial situation, given that he just paid them $2.5K for nothing. So I think they tried to milk a little $100 here, $250 there, and he caught on finally. Yeah, that's right. The Quartering outsourced the maintenance of the site he took $160,000 from his fans to create to some random Indians who scammed him, because of course they did. Things started going so bad for Exclusively Games that Jeremy ran a second fundraiser in July 2019 and got another $50K from his mark-ass followers. It didn't help. By May 2020, despite being over $200,000 in the hole of other people's money, by the way, Jeremy would announce that Exclusively Games was on pause.
When I started this project, it was a passion project. One that I wanted to prove that a website that doesn't rely on outrage can exist in modern day. My plan was to crowdfund as long as it took to eventually build up a YouTube channel that would then fund the channel. Well, after the first 6 months, the YouTube channel really didn't pick up very much steam, wasn't generating any money. And between paying an editor and people to do social media and to write articles, the money disappeared very quickly. So we ran a second fundraiser. And at that point, I had made it my goal to figure out how to get this funded. without continuing to ask for handouts because I wanted the site to exist on its own. Well, that didn't work. I tried running Amazon ads. I tried doing a couple of different, ads like that. At the end of the day, the site really failed to reach critical mass. Much of that falls on me for not advertising it enough.
Some disgruntled fans of the Quartering, unamused by his bullshit, launched an imitation site also called Exclusively Games with the same logo, forum, and even Twitter handle. It didn't last for long, but it goes to show the passion that some of the Quartering's fans had was genuine, and he could have actually had something on his hands if he was just more competent. All in all, it turned out to be more of a money-burning exercise than anything else. Made Game Finder almost look competently executed by comparison. And that's just the beginning. There was also that time in 2020 when the pandemic was taking the world by storm that Quartering would obtain a $32,500 PPP loan for Marketing Sheriff LLC as part of the COVID-19 relief program, a loan which was fully forgiven by the government. Now, Jeremy is far from the only businessman to take advantage of this program during the pandemic, but Jeremy, who likes to think of himself as a real businessman who got it out the mud and didn't take handouts, gets a little upset when people compare PPP to other types of loan forgiveness. It's okay, bro. You're not less of a man just because you got off on PPP. You are less of a man because of that time you ran away from a bread tube in August of 2020, though. What happened is one evening, Quartering's wino tendencies got him into some trouble again. While drunk, he badgered and eventually agreed to a debate with the Surf Times if the Surf Times could raise $5K for charity. The Surf Times then went on to raise 8 times that for a trans charity. Now, when the time came for Jeremy to show up or shut up, he ran. He ran away with his tail tucked between his fat thighs.
I had scheduled a debate with a harsh critic of mine. In good faith, I agreed to speak to them for charity's sake. This week, they have taken to a charity live stream and raised money spreading absurd lies about me and showing anything but good faith.
Remember Fall Guys? Holy shit, bro. That feels like it was so long ago.
No way. I should have known.
That game was a vibe for 2 minutes.
I'll keep to my word about donating money, but this will be the last time I agree to speak to these people in good faith. I've maintained radio silence, not engaged or fired shots at them, but they simply couldn't be bothered to extend the same comedy.
Boy.
It goes on. Moving forward, it's pretty hilarious how these folks consider themselves so full of virtue. I wonder what the charity would think about them using the platform of raising money to help trans people was at least partly funded by harassing and bullying others.
Oh, wow.
Hypocrites, as usual.
This motherfucker really ducked the debate with a bread tuber. Grown-ass man who talks shit about other people for a living, who one of his biggest gravy trains was making fun of other people in the Magic community and obsessing over Brie Larson, was crying because a bread tuber was cyberbullying him. My thoughts on this are encapsulated by a tweet by Vouch of all people. What an unbelievable pussy. The Quartering said he'd only debate at the Surfs TV if he gave 5,000.
Isn't that the guy that fucking got caught with like horsey porn and lolicon like live? He was like live and opened a folder full of it or some shit.
So Lance went ahead and raised over
all these fuckers are weird, man,
for Trans Mutual Aid in a massive 36-hour marathon. And now the Quivering is backing out. Just embarrassing. But what's amazing is that this still wasn't the most embarrassing thing to have happened to the Quartering that month. No, that honor goes to something before this, to Pissgate, the time Jeremy got blackout drunk.
Oh, he pissed on the floor.
You never know. Maybe I'm gonna pee in my trash can down here. I don't know. My wife went out
shit
for
is
pizza
lit as
without
fuck.
me, and I'm angry about it. So I'm gonna win this round, and then I'm gonna pee. If I don't win this round, I'm gonna pee in my own basement. What do we think about that? I don't have a bathroom down here. I was going to pee my pants. I'm ready to, I don't have a toilet down here. All I have is a drain in the floor. I feel like we're going to have to use it, though. I feel like we're going to have to use it. I got to pee so bad. 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 I'll never survive this round. I'm not going to survive this round. I got to pee so bad. Nobody's been eliminated either. Get up! Get up! No!
Man, I remember this. You had to be there.
I've literally never lost that round. But I'm ready. I'm ready now.
That's crazy, bro.
God.
He survived
I just
this.
peed in my basement. No, not in the kitty litter. Just in the drain. In the drain. Look, if you want to watch a streamer that wants to pee in the potty, go watch someone else.
What the fuck,
when you're a
bro?
pro gamer like me. Yeah, I mean, if you're a dude that, if you want to watch a dude that's going to piss in the fucking overflow tank in his basement, that's who I am.
That's gross. Not even the scene.
I'm not taking a pause to pee.
I guess you can just get away with shit like this when you're just known for regurgitating news 5 to 6 times a day. And that's the story of how the quartering, aka PP Piss Boy, relieved himself on the floor of his basement. All in all,
You had to include that
2020
story,
wasn't
bro.
the best year for Jeremy. A lot of it came down to, well, him. But the alcohol definitely helped. We jump to 2022, the year, in my opinion, that's been the most fateful for the quartering after 2017. It was the year he would purposely shackle the heaviest ball and chain he could to his ankle, voluntarily branding himself with a brand of sacrifice that would see financial demons hunting him down for years to come. This was the year that he would, in May, announce coffee brand coffee.
If you've been on my channel for any amount of
fuck!
time, you
Damn,
know I've
yeah!
spent the better part of the last 5
And now it's like a fucking meme. You know, it's like a meme for right-leaning grifters that they have like a coffee brand or like a protein shake and or some jeans or some shit, and they're made in America. Pure coffee beans. It's all part of the grift.
5
It's
years
sick.
covering companies who have gotten woke and eventually gotten broke, lamenting how major companies like Disney or even ice cream makers or comic books
Yeah,
have
this shit's
at
lit.
best become politically divisive and at worst outright attack their own customers. Well, I've sat on the sidelines long enough and I've decided that I was going to put my money where my mouth was and get into the game, introducing coffee brand coffee. So yeah, I bought a coffee company.
And man, Quarter would really act like this was going to be his biggest move yet. That this was going to be the crown jewel of his entrepreneurial journey. What it would actually turn out to be is a financial burden, a money pit, and a masterclass on how not to run a business. First, we'll start with the conceptual phase. From the beginning, Jeremy's attitude with this business ordeal of his was a little problematic. He talked about all the other businesses he's covered over the years that have failed, but presenting their failings as a result of them just
gotten woke and eventually gotten broke.
Never mind that there have been woke-free and straight-up anti-woke businesses that have also gone broke. But Jeremy had fooled himself into believing that as long as he didn't become an obnoxious ideologue, his coffee company would magically make money. That's not how this works. Conceptual phase problem number 2. Starting a coffee company as your breakout business as a YouTuber is so played out, it's basically parody at this point.
Yeah,
Like,
it's
how
a
much
meme.
coffee do these niggas think the average person drinks? And that ain't even the worst of it. Because if you're a content creator and you start your own coffee brand, your main competition isn't going to be the other content creator-owned coffee brands. It's going to be the mainstream brands of coffee everybody already buys and are readily available on shelves at Walmart, Target, Costco, etc. And this brings us to conceptual phase problem number 3. The name. Quartering naming his coffee company Coffee Brand Coffee is simultaneously the most arrogant and most retarded thing he has ever done. The cojones on this pendejo to give his coffee this placeholder-ass name and this generic, minimalist, off-brand aesthetic really speaks to how high he had gotten on his own supply. He really thought he was like that. That
He
could
thought he
sell
was
this
cooking.
shit based on his own name recognition. Maybe he even thought that his giant audience would buy up his whole stock in the first year, so he wouldn't need to make use of that massive.
That's exactly what he thought, bro. Like, think about it. These retards sit here and just give him money whenever he begs for it. Well, fuck it, bro. Let's sell some toys, sell some coffee. Fucking everybody falls for everything I do. It's like the ego,
In
bro.
internet marketing and actually market his product to him. He would be wrong. Because Quartering would spend the next few years from the time he launched it to the date of me making this video struggling to sell his generic, boring, overpriced coffee to anyone, including his fans. Turns out when you name your product something that if you put it into Google, you get 9,000 other products first, it's kind of hard to sell. You would think a dude with a degree in marketing would know that, but I guess not. So literally, before the company even got off the ground, the odds of it being a success were already in the single-digit percentage range. If Jeremy had consulted anybody else first, maybe the future woes he would have had to endure could have been avoided. But that's the downside of being rich and also being your own boss. You develop an ego and start thinking you don't need to get a second opinion on shit. Bro really started thinking he was the Elon Musk of YouTube, who he loves, by the way. Jeremy's admiration of Elon is so strong, in fact,
It's
that in
gay,
December
yeah,
of 2022, after Elon
He's
bought
always
Twitter,
tweeting about that
Jeremy
fucker.
got overexcited, got piss boy levels of drunk again, and had a meltdown.
I remember this. There was like one time, dude, he just like kept tagging him every day in this like chain of fucking tweets, just begging for his attention. It was fucking cringe, dude. Oh man, he's such a loser.
About how much he loved Elon and wanted to eat his semen just like he ate Sargon's.
I literally got out of bed to make this video. My most important video that I've literally ever made on this channel. I'm tired. I've been working 14 hours a day. I'm on fumes, like pure gas. But this decision, this minute, this moment is so important that I'm willing to F up my entire week. I'm blowing my entire notification window for this video because it's important. It's the most important video I've ever done. Elon Musk has put out a poll. Should I step down as head of Twitter? It is currently 56.3% to 43.7%. It's actually gotten a little bit closer. I need you to go to Elon Musk's Twitter right now. Go to his poll and vote no.
So what was Quartering's brilliant idea on how
So
he was going
fucking
to sell
dumb,
his
bro.
coffee? By shilling it, constantly and shamelessly. Shilling your own products isn't the worst thing in the world. It's actually quite respectable to sell something to your audience that you made yourself rather than shill products to some random company whose stuff you might not even use or would have endorsed if you weren't receiving a check for it. But the problem with Jeremy's shilling of CBC is volume and desperation. Quartering would literally never miss an opportunity to shill Coffee Brand Coffee. The pinnacle of Quartering's relentless quest to shill Coffee Brand Coffee. Just the moment that really embodies how desperate this dude has been to sell a single bag of this overpriced bullshit of his is when on June 8th of 2022, when Tim Pool, a longtime associate of Quartering's and fellow YouTube news slopper, got swatted during one of his Timcast streams. Now the chat was still live while Tim and the others were away, and while they were, the Quartering went into Tim's chat and shilled his fucking coffee. This is a high stress moment, likely a great moment to brew up a
this is so
delicious
sad.
cup of
$100
Coffee Brand Coffee if the stress is getting you. Perhaps one of our new teas will calm you. Maybe a velvety cup of Coffee Brand Cocoa.
Oh,
Jeremy
he's so
did this
shameless,
like 4
bro.
or 5 times before Tim returned, and even
Holy shit, bro! You had to be drunk as fuck. Just dumping $100 donos like a madman?
Replied
What the
with
fuck?
further shilling under all of Tim's tweets.
I heard, you know what the craziest thing was? When we were outside, right, and cops were in the suite, we just kept hearing coffee brand coffee. And I was like, what's that? Coffee. And I was like, what? Looking around. And then I open the chat and all I see is Chet's coffee brand coffee. I'm like, what's happening? Quartering. Jeremy. He gave us $400.
More than that.
Thank you, Jeremy.
Bro literally
Stupid.
has no sense of shame.
Oh
now,
my
what's funny
God,
is
that's
Quartering
so
joked on
crazy
Twitter,
to me.
Look, I'm not saying I caused the swatting at Tim Pool's house just to hawk my delicious coffee, organic teas, and indulgent cocoas, but I'm not saying that. And then proceeded to get swatted himself just a few hours later.
Oh my God!
That's what you get, fam. Push you. Yeah, blood. Whose end you coming to now, fam? Dickhead.
Despite all this shilling, hawking, suspiciously hyper-positive 5-star reviews, and promises about how he'd get coffee brand coffee on store shelves by the end of 2022, reception to Quartering's coffee has always remained mixed, and he's always struggled to sell any of it. Now, just because Quartering was sinking in the commercial quicksand that was his coffee company, that wouldn't stop him from starting another business just a year later. See, this is how cocky bro was. He was just swimming in money, huffing in all his mustiness, thinking he was gonna be making 9 figures by 2030 or whatever. The motivation for this particular capitalist venture, however, wasn't just Quartering's desire to have a legitimate business, it was to simp. Specifically, the simp for Sydney Watson, the Australian-American former Blaze employee who, along with Elijah Schaefer, who was also present at Jan 6 and went inside the Capitol building in Nancy Pelosi's office with Bait Alaska and even took a picture of Nancy Pelosi's email, but was the only person who went inside the Capitol and never faced any punishment for it, for some reason. Hosted the show You Are Here Together. After Sydney left the Blaze and got in a lawsuit with him, she was kinda left in a bad spot. So Jeremy decided to bust out his cape and play Captain Save a Sheila, and they would, in late 2022, start a new show together called Community Notes. But the Save a Sheila didn't stop there. Now, in March 2023,
He be trying to fuck
Quartering
these bitches. He's weird as shit. I've seen clips of him interacting with some of these women, bro. And he weird as fuck.
would team up
homie.
with Sydney to launch a whole website called
I mean, bro,
The Public.
does his wife watch this shit? Dude.
The Publica would be a
My wife
politics
would
and
kill
culture
me.
news site for free thinkers and mischief makers that would be a grassroots alternative to mainstream media. And Quartering would front $2,500,000 into this venture.
It's just funny to hear about Sydney, but I don't know what anyone takes Lauren Southern seriously. Yeah, I mean, I was heartbroken when I saw her messages.
So much
She
fucking
literally
money.
told people, you know, I went out of my way.
He has like, what the fuck? What the hell? So much money he just like throws into the fire. It's crazy, dude. It's making me sick.
To try and help her with her tea company, and she had no idea how to do fulfillment or any of this shit. And I was like, hey, let me help you with that. And because she didn't like the price that it would cost me, by the way, I was making no money on it, she told all these other people in these private DM groups that I was ripping her off. But by the way, meanwhile, I had paid about $250,000 to start the Publica, and she'd paid $0.
Nigga, you's a mark. Nigga, you's a lame. Nigga, you's a nerd. Nigga, you soft. Nigga, you frail. Nigga, you look like you a tail. Nigga, you's a buster. Nigga, you's a sucker. Nigga, you look like if your bitch told you she fucked another nigga but say she won't do it again. Nigga, you look like you a truster.
This thirsty-ass, happily married man threw a $250,000 away in a vain attempt to build a new media empire with Sydney Watson. Quartering likes to say shit like,
I learned long ago.
I'm telling you, bro. I'm telling you, he weird about these women. I think in his head, he probably thought he can, you know what I'm saying? Start some kind of like Disney Channel like affair and shit. Be at the office all the time. Oh, I'm with Sydney on the working on the show. He thought something weird was gonna fucking happen behind the curtains, dude.
That
I'm dying.
internet foins is dumb.
Holy shit.
So I don't do collabs. So I don't take selfies with other YouTubers. I'm just here to get on my grind.
But I don't know, Jeremy. Throwing $250,000 into a collab with a bitch you barely know is definitely a few steps beyond what most people would do for their internet friends. Jeremy actually really wants internet friends more than the average e-celeb does. He yearns for acknowledgement and acceptance from his peers like Dankula, Sargon, Tim Pool, and especially conservative women like Sydney, along with Lauren Southern, Lauren Chin, and pretty much any other right-wing chick he tried to bait using his money. Sydney barely gave him crumbs of attention before, by the way. But now that she was in a
Yo, what does a quartering's wife look like, bro? You know what I mean? To go in like $250,000 like that? Dude, I don't know, man. His wife has to be all busted up from the
and having
gills.
burned several bridges with conservative influencers she probably shouldn't have. She had to rely on Jeremy, who swooped in to be the extremely awkward and creepy hero that Sydney probably didn't want but definitely deserved. And when I say awkward and creepy, I'm not just pulling a quartering and pulling stuff out of my cheeks. On the show, Jeremy would often let loose slips like,
My DMs are closed. I'd get too many dick pics.
Do you? Oh.
Just loads of them.
Ah,
And they're not
that's-
great either. They're not great. They're like flaccid. Girl, have you ever peed in a trough where there's like dongs on the left of you and to the right? You can
Bro,
see them both.
you
and
don't
you're
have to
peeing
look
in an
at
open
them.
river.
You don't have to look
Oh
at them.
my
It's
You
not-
have to look. It's a respect thing. If there's a guy who is like supremely hung, you would like rib him about it. You know what I mean? Versus like be jealous.
and it wouldn't be Jeremy without him getting drunk and saying weird shit on Twitter he would have to delete later once he's sobered up, like this one. If this post ends on an odd number of replies, Sydney will post a lewd photo in the replies. One can only imagine what Sydney's DMs from this period look like. Anyway, Operation Simping for Sydney ultimately ended in failure after the Publica failed to gain any traction and struggled to hit even 20% of its subscription goal.
So I have to make a little bit of an announcement. Myself and my good friend Sydney Watson launched a media company back in February 2022, known as the Publica. Almost everybody, on a personal note, who worked for that site did it for almost peanuts. But sadly, my time with the Publica has come to an end. My career has been evolving, and I've just been spread too thin, and I need more time and space for personal projects.
According to former employees, Quartering fired the staff while drunk in the middle of the night, and Sydney, though she wouldn't outright trash him, has avoided being caught up in the Quarter Planet's orbit too much ever since. Hey, nobody says simping was easy or cheap. Another failed business venture and another failed attempt to catch himself an e-girl. But that was okay. Jeremy was gonna throw more money at another conservative woman he wouldn't make the money back on, namely Melanie Mack. Now, she isn't the only
she
woman
looks so
currently
gross,
employed
bro.
by the Quartering. He has several people, male and female, on his payroll that he probably shouldn't. But what makes Melanie stand out is not only
That bitch looked like a 15-year-old girl, bro. That's like a trap time traveler from fucking 2003. I swear to God, it's like she gives me the ick, dude.
does she not really bring anything to the table besides being one of several human money pits that orbit around the Quarter Planet and eat up his net worth. But Jeremy is obviously fixated on and over-familiar with her to a degree he just isn't with any other co-host, and constantly white knights and fights battles for her to a degree that, even as a boss trying to look out for his employees, is kind of much. It also makes his earlier words about Christine Sprinkle and her white knights look a little hypocritical in hindsight. This was most obvious during the brief Goonergate incident in December of last year, when Melanie and a handful of other culture war righties went crusading against not porn, but extremely sexualized content in male-targeted media in general. Now, people started clapping back at Melanie and her anti-Gooner allies Puritan stances, and also pointed out that Melanie, as a fan of Tomb Raider, was throwing stones from a glass house. Quartering would then come to Milady's defense against these Gooner nerds who just wanted to play big titty games all day. Just to remind you guys how Jeremy was moving just a couple years ago.
What's going on, everyone? Jeremy here, Unsleeved Media, and I've got a scoop for you. I've got some rejected art from Ixalan. You know, I don't know if you have seen this. I did share this image with the YouTubes. I'm not entirely sure why Wizards of the Coast wouldn't print this card. I mean, certainly very powerful, very intelligent, very thought-provoking. Lots to think about with this card. What's going on?
What the fuck,
in
bro?
Jor's mind here?
But Jeremy wasn't reflecting in it.
That is not a real fucking Magic card. No shot. This is a fucking kid's game, bro. He's so weird. He's one of those dudes that buy those alternate arts that fucking weirdos fucking make, dude. Oh my god. I
Jor's
can't.
mind
Cringe.
here.
But Jeremy wasn't reflecting in any of that. He just jumped at the opportunity to look good for an employee he'd be better off laying off. This is true for most of the Quartering's employees. He hires all these people to help run his businesses that all fail anyway, save for his YouTube channel that could probably run just as well with just 1 or 2 full-time editors. The most use Quartering really gets out of these guys is as co-host on his Rumble streams, which he started mostly streaming from in 2023. Now, he said it was because of free speech Rumble allowed compared to YouTube, which is preposterous.
Damn, Rumble.
Like, Quartering is not even spicy enough for that to be an authentic reason. Part of the reason why Quartering's been able to thrive over the years anyway is because all of the actual edgy people, the far righties, the edgelord comedians, the shot jock streamers and whatnot, would all get banned during the late 10s. And there was a vacuum for milquetoast righties like Ben Shapiro, Tim Pool, and the Quartering to thrive in.
That's
The actual
exactly
reason
what the
Jeremy
fuck
went
happened,
to Rumble was for the fat checks Rumble was going to pay him to stream from there, and the benefits of constantly being on Rumble's front page. Jeremy's Rumble deal has made him a heavy chunk of change over
I
the
swear to
years.
God. Otherwise, like, fucking, if he didn't have all that going for him, he would have died on Rumble. Rumble is just like, what the fuck?
Until it hasn't. See, Jeremy, despite
And why
his
does it
years of
even exist?
experience and frequent business failures at this point, still has failed to internalize one of the most basic rules of business. That is, preparing for downturns. When business is booming, everything's easy. You can lose a couple stacks and recoup it all and then some in a few years. But when winter comes, when the drought comes, when that recession hits and the revenue ain't hitting like it used to, is your business capable of weathering the momentary hardship and not just fall apart? The answer, if your name is Jeremy Hambley, is no. Quartering's entire empire was built off the back of his YouTube success. His endless stream of YouTube slop videos is his financial foundation. Everything else is supplementary. So when these other businesses have been failing, Jeremy was like, it's fine. When his staff payroll gets a little high, he's like, it'll be all right. Even when Rumble ended its deal with Jeremy, stopped paying him those big checks, his subscriptions there start drying up, and he didn't get reliably put on Rumble's front page anymore, he could still shrug and say, well, it's not great, but it's not the end of the world. But shit, it's different when his YouTube metrics start performing so well too.
Looks like there's some trouble in paradise.
See, Jeremy's been getting a bit anxious as of late, like actually losing his shit a bit.
I know a lot of you have been asking about my breathing, what's going on with that. It's from anxiety, and I've been having a lot of it lately. I've been trying to get off.
Getting old, bro. That's crazy.
I've been on.
Bro, I've been seeing Jeremy on and off for years. I just think it's insane. Got gray hair in your beard. Been doing this online bullshit for years. You got like really nothing. It's all garbage.
SSRIs for a long time for anxiety. And they tried to say, oh, well, let's up your dose, but I didn't want to do that. And my doctor was like, well, you know, it's not as effective anymore because you've been on it for such a long time. You know, I'm hoping this is just a rough patch. It was a really, really, really stressful July between, my foot. I had Achilles tendonitis, then I had gout, and then I had anxiety, and then I had, the no paycheck for July because the Rumble deal expired. It was just a whole bunch of crazy, stressful stuff.
Now, you might look at these numbers and say, that's not bad. Well, they are bad when you're an almost 2 million sub channel and you're hundreds of thousands of dollars in the hole and are employing way more people than you should. Apparently, breaking even 70K on a video is no longer a guarantee for the quartering. Not unless he's talking about something topical like Charlie Kirk's assassination. By the way, Jeremy has been one of those guys going at Candace Owens for milking Charlie's death for views.
Ah, so
despite
cringe.
making literally dozens of videos about Charlie in a row to milk his death for views too. Reminded that Jeremy's full of shit and just as much of a shameless grifter as Candace is. Jeremy's metrics are even worse on his secondary channel, Jeremy Hambly. This used to be a channel called
Quartercast,
and he can't even get 50K on a video reliably anymore. The last few months have been the worst performing months he's had on YouTube in years. And he can blame it on his channel getting shadow banned, censored, or strangled, as if his cookie cutter ass clickbait is worth that type of effort from Google. The truth is, after being blessed with a gravy train for the better part of a decade, YouTube's algorithm doesn't care for the quartering in his stank anymore. Censorship on YouTube has actually lessened recently under Neil Mahan, and Neil's even let some edgy boys from the past who've been banned for a while
That's
back
been
on
dope.
the platform. Now this
It's been so dope, bro. I fucking swear to God. I've been having to hold in its soft N-words for years. We're free.
This is terrible
We're
news
fucking
for
free.
Jeremy because the lack of competition was one of his main strengths. He can't hang in an era of YouTube where he's not getting that algorithmic stimulus package and has to compete with right-leaning content creators who make better content than his slop. The next few years of Jeremy's YouTube career aren't looking too bright. And if all this financial stress was occurring in just one place, that'd be bad enough. But it's everywhere, all at once. His main channel, his secondary channel, his Rumble, and worst of all, his coffee company. Bro, Coffee Brand Coffee has gotten Jeremy all the way fucked up. Apparently, he's over $300,000 in debt.
What the fuck, dude?
Quartering, I wasn't sure I was gonna.
It's like he has like a fucking money tree planted in his house. He ain't telling nobody about it. What the hell?
Go public about this, but
This whole video, I'm just hearing like 100,000 here, $250,000 there. What the fuck is this shit, dude?
it appears I have to
It's
now.
crazy. He's
many of
worse
you
than
know
Phil
that
with money.
I've got a lot of irons in the fire. You've heard me say, "Hey, I've got my Mega Mixology cookbook to help fund the new studio." Obviously it's a meme, but you all know I have my coffee company. All of these things have stretched basically me to the absolute max. It was fine. You probably saw I was selling my Neo Geo collection. I'm selling my Nintendo collection. I'm selling all this stuff to help fund this stuff. We really are at an inflection point where a lot of companies would take on investors. You know, I've got $300,000 almost floating right now in debt. I'm just being dead serious.
And it's the worst type of debt. Debt that's tied to high interest loans and unsecured credit. And he just can't sell any of it. It doesn't matter how many flavors he has or how many holiday specials he makes. He's not moving any of this product. No market footprint and no market penetration. Only thing getting penetrated is Jeremy's bussy, cause winter is coming, bills are due, and he's got tons of inventory that nobody, including his fans, want. And before we get off this subject, I need to spill some beans about a certain not-so-secret detail concerning Coffee Brand Coffee. That is the claim that Jeremy does everything in-house at his privately owned coffee company and doesn't just drop ship.
There's a big difference between what I do and what most everyone else does. I don't drop ship my coffee. We roast our own special blends. We hand flavor our beans. We pack our orders.
Yo,
we
I
ship
was thinking that too about his coffee and a lot of these like right-leaning grifters that sell coffee. Like, how the fuck? Because they like to say it's like American-made coffee. Like, bro, we don't make coffee in America. Like, it's impossible damn near to do it because of the fucking weather and shit or climate.
our orders. We handle our customer
Oh yeah,
service.
it's like you have to be fucking just like, you know, getting cheap shit Just stick your fucking sticker on it. That's fucking grimy.
We are not a drop
I
ship
respect the
outlet.
hustle.
We're a real coffee company.
Yeah,
But it is
that
dirty.
is also a lie. Jeremy doesn't do all the work in-house. Pick the beans, roast the blends, all that stuff. He didn't even really buy a coffee company at all. What he's actually been doing is repackaging coffee made by a company called Mill Creek Coffee Roasters and selling it as his own, which he can do since Mill Creek Coffee Roasters is a private label that allows other white label companies, which Coffee Brand Coffee actually is, to do that. In a video Jeremy posted to prove that he does in fact have a roastery, people are able to compare these photos to ones that Mill Creek Coffee had available on their social media, and they looked identical. People also noticed that Coffee Brand Coffee's LLC coincidentally happened to share the exact same address as the LLC of Player One Coffee, a coffee company coincidentally owned by Zach Shutt, who's also the CEO of MetaPCs, coincidentally, one of Jeremy's main sponsors over the years. Also, coincidentally, of course, Zach's Coffee ad also featured a roastery that looked an awful lot like Mill Creek's. Also, they somehow had the same address that was only a 20-minute drive from a facility owned by Mill Creek Coffee Roasters, who are the ones who
Dang,
are
that's a
actually
hustle, bro.
brewing this coffee, not Player One.
That's what drug dealers do, dude. That's I respect this hustle so fucking hard, bro. Fuck. See, you buy the drugs, right? And then you buy the cheap fucking drugs and you cut them with a little bit of the good drugs or some boo-boo, and then you throw those fuckers out on the street. You sell them for as much as you can. Bro, that's fucking
Coffee,
lit.
and certainly not Coffee Brand Coffee. This whole time, Quartering's been bragging about how he's doing everything.
Oh, that's so
in-house
lit. What
instead
the
of
fuck,
drop
bro?
shipping. In reality, what he's doing
That's a
is
dirty
technically
ass
a step
hustle.
below drop shipping. Because not only is Coffee Brand Coffee a white label product, it's just a copy of another white label product, Player One Coffee. And this isn't some grand secret either. Companies who actually do roast their own beans know exactly what Jeremy is doing. So the Coffee Brand Coffee Company, that's basically a millstone around this motherfucker's neck at this point, was built on a lie that Quartering has been peddling for over 3 years. Let this be a lesson. Being a grifter doesn't always pay. The Quartering is spiraling. His metrics keep dropping. His businesses have all failed or are actively failing. He's burning through money month after month, and Melanie Mack and Sydney Watson still won't give him a crumb. It's tough out here for Jeremy. Well, not really, because as much as Jeremy likes to e-beg his fans to bail him out of the latest financial Kimura lock he's put himself in.
Mother's Day is next week, but more important than that, I'm hoping, praying, asking you guys to support the channel.
He still lives one of the most decadent lifestyles in America, and he doesn't even hide it, at least with the Millhouse.
That is crazy. You're sitting here spending fucking hundreds of thousands of dollars like that. That's mind-boggling.
Coffee roaster shit, he tries to keep that on the down low. He'll just openly talk about and post photos and videos of his collection of vintage arcade machines, his fleet of cars including a fully modded Cybertruck, his multiple $1,000 plus watches, his giant RC track on his acres of land, his giant ass house that he had personally built in his 7-foot-tall saltwater fish tank. This ain't me tanky posting about Jeremy living it up too big. He can ball out as much as he wants with his money.
Yeah,
this is me pointing out that a millionaire who lives like this has no business extending his hand and asking for a handout from his audience. The Quartering being an ape when it comes to running his...
I didn't know this motherfucker living like a king. The king of kings. He's like Boogie and DSP combined, bro. Like they had a weird baby. What
various
the fuck?
Businesses, and being a giant consumer when it comes to managing his finances is the Quartering's problem.
Hilarious. Yeah,
nobody else.
That nigga's house is big.
Moist Critical recently turned off all forms of his monetization because he already felt he made too big of a bag over the years to justify it, and felt guilty about his working class fans continuing to give him their hard-earned money. But Big Hambly over here, nah, he needs those donos, he needs those memberships, he needs that ad revenue, he needs a Rumble deal, he needs for you to buy his coffee, he needs for you to buy his MAGA mixology book.
And meanwhile, bro, you could fit like fucking 5 of my house with my yard in his house, like inside his own house. Like, that's crazy.
And he needs for you to pay for his
He's so
hotel
fucking rich.
Holy shit, dude. Just get a cup, find a corner, and start begging pedestrians for change at this point, nigga. God damn.
God, that's crazy. No, bro, fuck. That was an interesting story. I didn't know the quartering's like lore like that eloquently. I didn't, dude. So that was like interesting to watch for me at least. Hope you guys enjoyed it too. Go sub to MikeyNohMore though. His shit's dope, bro. He's cool as fuck. I'm a fuck off now. Hope you guys have a good day. Take care of yourselves and each other. Stay high, stay hydrated, all that good fun shit. I'll catch you fuckers in the next episode.